1 for the money, 2 for the bank, 3 to get you going, cause the brat's in the place. Yeah. It's me, the OG funk bandit, the B to the R.A.T. And in fact, if you ain't heard of me, take a seat, lay back and listen as I bust for your ass on this funkified mission.
Keep your shoes and relax your feet.
That's right.
Party on down with the red beat.
Now it goes like that, and that's how it goes. I'ma give it to all you Negroes and hoes, so listen up. Make sure you listen up well. Don't miss a little bit, cause this here be bad as hell.
All the matter is, I splatter get
Trying to diss in the gangsters' way, that's how them fools get dealt with. So what you wanna do? Don't even trip.
Step up, step up.
And I'ma bust your lip. Now I know that you know that I know you don't want me to, but keep on tripping and I'ma give it to you. Brett is the
fantastic, romantic, and single-handed bandit, and damn it,
don't get no better. It don't get no more than the flow that I flow for you Negroes and hoes. Devastating, captivating, elevating. It's I operate, floating on cloud 9. So just
fired up, baby, fired up.
at your request, I guess it's time for me to hit the cut. It goes
1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump, 4.
from the bottom to the top, top to bottom I go. So now you know what I ain't and what I is. It's the baddest little pimp in this hip hop biz. OG is what I, Bright is what I, you know what I, and you can't see. So let it go, cause I'm wrapped too tight. Take it how I give it and enjoy the night ride. Yeah, it's like that, it's like that. For the 1994 is the brand, and you don't know. You better ask somebody. La-di-da-di, I came to party. Big baby. JD, what you think about this right here, boy? Come on, come on.
Word up,
Hey, word up. Hey, word up. Hey, for real though. Word up. Hey, word up. Hey, word up. Hey, for real though.
Hello. Is the tape rolling? Is it loud enough? Ayo, Dre. I kick it. One of these kids is doing his own thing. One of these kids is one and the same. One of these kids is doing his own thing. Now it's time to say his name. What's his name?
It's the man we all know and
Tell me,
love.
what's his name?
I
I think his name is Kwame.
Kwame.
Oh yeah, that's him. Eleanor, look his name is Mr. Gay.
Kwame.
Oh yeah, Kwame.
It's the man we all know and love. Kwame.
I came home, there was company. Some young lady, friends of the family. Coming with a strut, showing all maturity. She looked me over once just to make sure it's me. She hadn't any kids, no rings that she carried, so I quickly assumed this pretty girl wasn't married. The girl was fly, cover not grown. Pinched me on the cheek and said, look how he's grown. Compliments on my shoes, clothes, and some saying to my mother, oh God, he's so handsome. Now for this lady, I kinda had the hot. She was laughing with my mother at my baby snapshots. But what got me going to set the day right is when she asked my mother to spend the night. And now my mother said, sure, let her to my door. Sleep on Quam's bed, he can sleep on the floor. Bother me none, plus she'll go to sleep soon. Plus I was feeling lucky I was in the same room. That night, we both couldn't sleep, so I had to do something just to keep us awake and not be bored. So the farm started bragging about the places I've toured. Whispered in her ear, let her know that I love her. She says, look boy, I'm older than your mother. But she stays silent, put her hand in my hand, says,
this old party dolls need a young man. And whatever we do, it's between me and you. We'll do it right until the night is through.
So we started kissing, ooh, she's feeling guilty. And after a while, she began feeling guilty. I said, what's wrong? Don't I make you feel happy? She says,
oh, I know what you like, a son to me.
I said, listen up, is you is or is you ain't my baby? And if you are, come give me a fat kiss. Tongue, that is. Is you is or is you ain't my baby? Because a love like mine, I know your old butt miss. So why don't you give me a try? Look into my sleepy eyes. Let me know, oh my, tell me, girl, am I your baby, baby? You got to let me know right now. Skip it a bebop, beady. Let me know, am I now? Ow.
Excuse me.
It's the man we all know and love.
What did you say your name was?
Kwame. It's the man we all know and love. Kwame.
I was with the girlie playing the love surgeon. To get next to Kwame, the girlie was urgent, saying,
when you clutch me, don't hurt me, just touch me.
I says, oh girl, why must you be so jumpy? Her body was a winner, yo, you should hear her. The girlie went, ooh, before I got nearer, saying, take it easy.
Mom, please be gentle.
And in my lifespan, I truly be monumental. Knocked her so well, she didn't know what to do. And the next thing started screaming was,
I love you.
At that phrase, I didn't know what to say. She said,
I love you, big boy, but do you feel the same way?
If I said no, I would just hurt her feelings. And this girl was truly appealing. And if I said yes, she wouldn't let me go. So then I got slick and I said, well, I don't know. Cause this girl, she did astound me. She comes up close and wraps her arms around me and says,
loving you is easy cause you're beautiful.
Oh,
you're
really?
brighten up my day.
I'm so flattered.
I love it, you Kwame. No one else can make me feel the colors that you bring. And every day when I'm with you, boy, makes me feel love in the springtime. La 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 la. Bitches, you ask him again. He's not free. He might diss me. I don't need no you. You're so cute, though. What was his name? I just can't remember that crazy name. I don't know why you told me.
I was with the girlie coming all alone. The date of this occurrence wasn't really known. I was kissing her softly, filling with splendor, touching on the body which is long and slender. Took off the clothes and the girlie got kinky. Touch upon her booty, it was soft as a Twinkie. Since it was stinky, wouldn't touch her with my pinky. She was moving up and down like a stair climbing. Slinky, slinky, play with this girl like a toy. Cause the Kwame just gave her much joy. Boy. Gave her much joy, more than she could imagine. Onto the body, she kept on grabbing, bugging out, I tell ya, I swear. Jump from the bed, swing on the chandelier. Swing 5 times, and she almost broke it. The language of the ape, the dumb crow spoke it, saying,
Yabba dabba 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 yabba dabba dabba in monkey means I love you. Yabba dabba 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 in monkey means I love you. Cause you give me joy. Cause you're my boy. Yabba dabba 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 in monkey means I love you. Oh, bitches, take this pen and go get his other man. You get that, you go
What's my name?
This guy might diss me. I don't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You just got that friend. No, you go. I can't remember his name. You throw Kwame, I think it's
Black on the back.
I don't want to ask you.
Going
What's
that way.
the name? Kwame. It's
Sharp.
Kwame. Yeah, Kwame. I'm gonna get you,
Sing those
Kwame.
lyrics, it's
Kwame.
so
You
Kwame.
need to kiss. Kwame. Get your other Kwame. Excuse me. Excuse me. Can I get your Kwame? I'll never forget this name. If he diss me, I'm gonna be so upset at you. Open your mouth. I'll never forget you, bitches. Okay. What are you doing? Hurry up.
Sucker MCs.
I can't look at all these girls around here. Oh, let's go.
I'm out of here. Later, boy. too much, so I blush. Because it's hard to be humble. And yo, they ask me who's the best. Boom, I mumble. Kwame. The appropriate one.
Alright? Peace and Black Power family. It's your boy Psychopath and your girl Renee. Black at you. Now I mean, with another RBG pill show. What's really hood out there, family? Now I mean, let me get some ones. Let's make sure y'all can hear me clear. I believe y'all can, but let's just double check. And while I'm waiting, let me give me some shout outs. Let me shout out people that done came through. Now I mean, let's see. Shout out to Ron's Guns Content and more. Peace to you. Shout out to Born Invincible, Nubian DNA, Brandon, what up? Stan was good. Back to Love was good. Trail, Uncle Claude. Let's see, Zadugu, Nappy Yankee. Let's see who else came up in here. Pookie, what up? Lord Vell, My Black Yard. Let me see. I believe that's I Am Lucy. Asia Baz was good. Big J, what up? And who else came up here? Shout out to everybody else that might be listening or slide through. You know what I mean? Okay, we good? All right, that's what's up. All right, yeah. What's going on, Renee? How you today?
I am well. How are you?
I'm good. Got a couple of things on our mind we want to get off our chest.
Yes, definitely. Peace to the chat. Hey, y'all. Peace to everybody listening or who will listen. As per usual, if you can, share the show. You know, y'all already know the deal. So if you can do that, that will help us out. But yeah, we're going to get it in, y'all. We're going to get it in.
Yeah, definitely.
I know y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the, title and everything. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Got some things we want to talk about. Let me know what I'm gonna let you go ahead and lead off.
Okay.
And then I'll come in afterwards.
Okay, y'all. So y'all seen the thumbnail, hopefully, or whatnot. But the Kwame, excuse my French, shout out to Back to Love. The Kwame clusterfuck that's going on right now. And we have some unpopular opinions on it. We got some unpopular opinions according to, a lot of people out there. We got to dissect a few things. Y'all know we always tend to, give our own spin and look a little deeper at certain things. So we are going to get into that. And then after that, we're going to get into that other, whatever. Anyway, but we're going to start out with the Kwame Brown situation because it's been almost 2 weeks now, I think, where things just kind of exploded. So y'all know I like to give, a little bit of backstory. I mean, even though most people kind of know, so I am going to go ahead and read this article first from Yahoo News. We got a little compilation as well on Kwame. Stay tuned for that. But I'm going to go ahead and read this article first. And this is from Yahoo News. Okay. Charlemagne the God apologizes to Kwame Brown for causing pain. Okay. And this just kind of covers a lot of bases, so that's why I'm reading it. But we gonna get into everything. Since I unintentionally caused trauma, I need to be intentional about causing healing, says Charlemagne. Charlemagne the God is taking the high road after making comments about former NBA player Kwame Brown. The radio host gave himself his infamous, quote, Donkey of the Day award on Monday for making comments about Brown's family, her complex. Since I unintentionally caused trauma, I need to be intentional about causing healing, said Charlemagne. On a recent episode of All the Smoke podcast, associated with Charlemagne's Black Effect Network, comments were made about Brown by co-hosts Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. In the retired player's defense, Charlemagne spread rumors about Brown's family. I'm saying all that to say, leave Kwame alone. The man has been quiet for 20 years. He don't bother nobody, said Charlemagne. Clearly, all that he's been a buzz gets to him. You don't know what people are going through or have been through. The 42-year-old host said Brown's father attacked his girlfriend with an axe handle, buried her alive, and is currently serving life in prison for it. He also said Brown's brother attempted suicide after shooting the mother of his child several times. He added another one of Brown's siblings is also serving time for murder. Once Brown caught wind of the comments, he allegedly started to resurface rumors of rape allegations against Charlemagne. The host reportedly sent a cease and desist letter to Brown. I'm sure I caused pain for not only Kwame Brown, but for his family, especially his family in my hometown of Moncks Corner, South Carolina. You know how I know? Because I spoke to a few of them, said the radio host on Monday. I was apologizing for triggering them. Brown, 39, was drafted at number 1 out of high school in 2001, playing 12 overall seasons for the NBA. For 7 teams, including the Wizards and the Los Angeles Lakers, ending his career with the Philadelphia 76ers in 2013. He was the first overall number 1 player drafted right out of high school. After former Wizards player Gilbert Arenas referenced Brown as a, quote, show pony on the All the Smoke podcast, Brown went on his several social media platforms to unleash a profane clapback to all involved. He also objected to how he was characterized on the show's platform when Lakers owner Jeannie Buss was on the show. Given that all 3 former players are well known for shenanigans on and off the court, it may be one of the reasons why Brown got fed up. Some history. In 2009, Arenas and his teammate Javaris Crittenton faced off in the locker room over a gambling debt. Both displayed guns, though Arenas were unloaded. Crittenton, though, drew a loaded handgun on Arenas. That led to both being suspended for the entirety of the 2010 season, as well as being charged on firearms violations. Crittenton never played another NBA game and has been serving a 23-year sentence for manslaughter since 2015. Damn. Barnes, as you may remember, confronted his former teammate Derek Fisher about dealing with his estranged wife, former reality show star Gloria Govan. A scuffle ensued. Gloria and Derek remain engaged after COVID postponed their 2020 wedding. Jackson was one of the main participants in the infamous Malice in the Palace incident when a game between the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons turned into a benches-clearing brawl that involved the crowd. So it's possible that Brown didn't take kindly to being the subject of criticism from other former players with their own checkered histories. All right, so that kind of gives a little bit more background or context to certain things, certain elements of the story. Now, So basically, boom, he came out, he did a video, he has a YouTube channel, which I'm sure plenty of people are familiar with now. But Kwame has a YouTube channel. He's been having one for a little while now. And when the All the Smoke podcast, mentioned something about him, Matt Barnes, and I saw the video. I saw the show where Gilbert Arenas was on there, and they was kind of, laughing or whatnot about Kwame Brown, and Matt Barnes said a little something, whatnot. But after that, that's when he just went off. So people started reposting the video, people started sharing it. It was a bunch of chatter that started coming out. Then you saw him addressing, like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world and other, sportscasters or whatnot who he felt, were unfair to him, being an 18-year-old, coming straight out of high school into the NBA. And so it just turned into this whole thing. So at first, when he was calling Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair, he was saying that Steven Jackson need to grow up and pull his pants up. Honestly, I don't remember him saying too much about Gilbert Arenas. I don't know what that's about or what's the deal on that. But I didn't see him say too much about him though. But anyway, so Matt Barnes replied, he responded at first, and then it was like a back and forth kind of thing. It seemed like it was gonna be. But eventually Kwame just took off. Then you had people like Jamel Hill weighing in, and he didn't like something she said. Because he said it's a common thing with, I guess, Game of Thrones, the whole I choose violence line. So she was basically saying that in reference to Kwame Brown because he was clapping back on a lot of people. And so he went at her, he went at Skip Bayless, he went at, which is, hey, that's warranted, straight up. But he went at a lot of people. And so, do you want to say something?
No, I was just going to say he already had issues with Jamel Hill, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And and when she said something, what she said wasn't that crazy, but he clapped on him, and that is goes to show he already had issues with Jamel Hill, and I'm pretty and judging by his worldview, I'm willing to put my last bottom dollar. He already had issues with her before she said something. When she said something, he blew up at her. And that's what happened as far as where her goes. Right.
Exactly. And so he was, at first, well, people still are cheering him on, but it took fire because everybody was talking about it because they felt like, yeah, he clapping back, and he was going against a lot of people that people didn't like anyway, like Stephen A. Smith. People don't like him. So in general, people were supporting it. Now, Charlemagne, like it said in the article, this is when it really blew up. It really, really, really blew up once Charlemagne put his 2 cents in. And so Charlemagne, he has his network, the Black Effect or whatnot. And like it said in the article, all the smoke, is affiliated with that. Okay, and he's cool with Matt Barnes or Steven Jackson or whatnot. So he goes on the Breakfast Club. He goes on this show, and he was being messy. He was totally being messy. And, Charlemagne tries to act like he's such this evolved man now. And, he's always talking about mental health and all these other things, which he switched that over when the situation with that girl came out. That's when he really switched up. But we'll get to that in a second. So he came out, calling himself, what he's trying to say now is he didn't intentionally mean harm. He was just trying to say, hey, this man's been through a lot, this, that, and the other, leave this man alone. Charlemagne, stop it, cut it out. He meant to be messy. Like he said, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, that's his boys, they affiliated with his network. So he's going to look out for the home team. So he threw some salt in the game and basically exposed Kwame Brown's family life, his family history, about his father, like I read in the article, about his brothers or whatnot. Okay. So once that happened, it was over. Like, it was over. That's when things really took off. So what did Kwame Brown do? He came out talking about Charlemagne and Charlemagne's rape charge he had that they later downgraded. He came out talking about that, saying, you girl, saying, what happened to the charge? Why was it lessened? Why ain't you in jail? How did you not get kicked off of the radio? How are you not fired? How are you still able to be out here doing what you're doing, making money? Okay, so when he brought all of that out, you know, people like, oh yeah, oh man. So people start digging back up the interview like Star had did with her, start trying to dig up, you know, receipts and information about that case, because, you know, it seemed to get swept under the rug quite a bit with Charlemagne, and he just tried to act like ain't nothing going on. And like I said, now he's this evolved man. Now, here's where I want to pause in the situation, okay? Because I said we have.
You sure you want to go too far? You sure you want to go too far ahead before we? Well, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Okay. Here's where I want to pause, because we, you know, like I said, we have unpopular opinions about the Kwame thing. And I think in the very beginning, I think everyone could agree that he was justified in the sense of defending himself. You know, now we in a time of social media, and we in a time where people clapping back. We in a time where, you know, news moves really fast. And this person says this about you. Okay, well, I'm gonna say this back, right? So people was like, for 20 years, they was dragging him, calling him a bust and all this, that, and the other, right? But it got crazy after a minute, in my opinion, in our opinion. And it went off the rails. So now people are making this man into some type of damn near a deity. They putting this man on a pedestal. Charlemagne, let me say this, Charlemagne deserved to get what he's got. Because the truth is, if you gonna bring up the past in terms of this man, his family, he didn't even do those things. But you gonna bring that up on him? Okay, well, let's bring up what you actually did. So I don't see anything wrong with that. And the question is, why isn't Charlemagne locked up? Like, what's really good with that? And he wants to sit up there now and act like he really cares for Black women and all this other stuff. Well, you done sat up and raped a Black woman. So that was warranted. Everything he did in terms of that. Now, what we ended up doing is Psycho, you know, said it pretty much immediately. When he first started watching a couple of videos of Kwame Brown, he's like, man, this dude sounded coonish. Okay. I started watching some of his videos, and I started watching more and more, going all the way back to some of his other videos. And I'm like, damn, like this dude is on a whole other level with some of the stuff he's saying about Black people. So he talks about ends, about niggas or whatever all the time on his videos. And he done clap back. But now we about over 30 videos in. So in less than, I think, 2 weeks, he done made over 30 videos going at all of these people. So now it's like, what's really going on? We got to really look at the rhetoric, what's being put out here, because it's a lot of bashing of Black people that's happening. And I think that's one of the reasons why Kwame is getting a lot of support right now, is because people love for Black people to be bashed. So, you know, we want to let people know from our perspective what's really going on out here, because while people are standing here supporting this man, thinking he's the second coming of Christ, and they really don't think that, at the end of the day, it's going to be a disappointment to him in many ways, because these people don't care about you. Most of these people are there for drama. Most of these people are there for entertainment. 2 weeks ago, they weren't thinking about no damn Kwame Brown. They didn't know who the hell Kwame Brown was, and the ones who did would easily say you were a bust. Would easily say you were, you know, you didn't live up to any expectations in the NBA. So now all of a sudden, all these people are riding with him. People are telling him he needs to run for office. People are telling him he's a leader. People are telling him he needs to speak. People are now becoming all of these fans of his. And it's a lot of white people now that's been coming to the mix, and they cheering him on. Because while Kwame talks about in a lot of his videos that Black people don't need to be going at each other, Black people don't need to be disrespecting each other, we don't need to be cussing each other out, we don't need to be doing all of these things. Once he was done clapping back at those people, he's continued. So he's doing the same thing he's been on video talking about all of this time. And it's like, it just kind of goes to show how so many people, they don't really pay attention to what people say. They just in it for the moment. They in it because everybody's talking about it. They don't look anything beyond that. And because he's going against people that are popular to dislike, like I said, Steven Jackson, Charlamagne the God, a lot of people like that, DJ Envy. And we're going to get to later in the show, but I think a lot of the people that's feeling the type of way, and they're mad at the Breakfast Club too, part of that is because of the whole Kevin Samuels thing that happened not too long ago when we did the show about him, and when DJ Envy was saying he was hanging outside of the Hermes store. So it's like some of those people that support Kevin Samuels, they was pissed at the Breakfast Club about that. So now these people have all kind of teamed up together, and they putting Kwame on a pedestal. I'll throw it to Psycho, and then we're gonna have a little clip we want to play so people get to hear some of the talking points.
Yeah, because we got, like I said, I understand why people initially started getting on, riding with Kwame, because like you said, he was clapping on a lot of people, right? A lot of people that people don't like, like Charlamagne the God. A lot of people don't like Charlamagne the God. A lot of people feel like he be cooning, and he be saying a lot of wild ass shit, which I don't necessarily disagree with. I ain't the biggest fan of Charlamagne either. He be on some fuck shit. He be caping for white daddy a lot too. To me, he's a liberal motherfucking mouthpiece. To me, that's just the way I see it as far as Charlamagne goes. And Stephen A. Smith, my goodness. I mean, how many times have I went in on that coon ass motherfucker over here? So I have no issues with a motherfucker clapping on Stephen A. Smith either. Because Stephen A. is who Stephen A. is. He's always been a coon. He's always going to be a coon. And I don't feel bad for a coon getting clapped on. Right? Now, mind you, key words. I don't mind when a coon is getting clapped on. Let me say that again. I don't mind when a coon is being clapped on. Now, with that being said, why do y'all care that this coon was getting clapped on? Everybody's sitting here praising Kwame Brown for clapping on these coons, and they don't even realize this ain't nothing but coon on coon crime. This is coon on coon crime. Because while people is loving Kwame Brown for clapping at Stephen A. Smith, let me show you motherfuckers that Kwame Brown himself, the new hero of the community, that's how he's getting propped up. How, I do not know. But he's getting propped up as this new savior of the fucking community, which is a fucking joke. And they doing this based on the fact that he clapped on coon ass Stephen A. Well, he ain't that far removed from Stephen A. What makes him different from Stephen A? I ask you. Oh, what are you talking about, Psycho? Oh, I'll show you, motherfuckers. I'll show you. Let's get into it.
Stop doing all this motherfucking crying and talking. Because remember, The Jews were oppressed. Irish were oppressed. Japanese, everybody was oppressed. I'm saying that we have to still act on the principles of Martin Luther King. Our character, our morals, our principles, those things have to be talked about more instead of this color shit. We are breeding a degenerate society and then blaming Trump, blaming the white man. So if we're going to be treated a different way, then we're going to have to behave a certain way. And that's a fact that people don't want to talk about. That is an important key that we have to adjust, is the way that we behave, because that's going to change the way that we're looked at. Sad thing is a lot of families will put money on our books in jail, but not money on our books in college. Man, boy, you said a mouthful then. I say that all the time. We have parties for dudes and cousins of mine who get out of jail, but we don't have going away parties or coming home parties for the guys who go to college. So that just shows you priorities, you know.
You're tied to some fantasy that Africans gonna let you come back to Africa and they're gonna make amends for slavery.
Who said that?
That ain't gonna happen.
Who said that? I'm Geechee. I'm Geechee. I don't know what the hell that. I ain't never said I'm going back to Africa, nigga. I'm Geechee.
My whole life, I focused on how can I change the outcome. You're not gonna change the outcome by disrespecting white folks and telling them about something that happened years ago. We got opportunity zones, we got tax breaks, they got tax easements, they got all kind of things for black folks. They're begging you to stop this I'm black shit. White folks are at the point to where they're begging you. What the fuck can we do for you? Show me the white city, and I think Tommy Sotomayor said this on his page, but everybody knows it. Show me the white city that kill white people like Baltimore killed black people.
I think that's in what, can we count drugs too, right?
No. We're talking about homicides and murder.
We count drugs, right? Because I know one.
All right, now check this out. Name the white city that rival the killings of Chicago.
Can we name drugs? Can I name drugs?
No.
Man, drugs count, man. The white boys selling the drugs to each other.
Don't you ever speak when I'm being spoke on, bitch. Sit your ass down and shut your goddamn mouth. Okay, now, white people, I'm not waking up with violence. When I come on y'all shows, I won't curse. Money at it has never worked. We can give everybody everything you want, and it's still gonna be issues. But just because you give us reparations and all this shit, that's not gonna help nothing, bro.
And there you go, family. And there you go. Y'all heard all that coonery in all its fucking glory. This is what he's been saying, right? I know it's real easy to get caught up in him clapping on all these coons, stunting like he's doing something for the people, which is complete bullshit. This dude is a complete narcissist, completely self-centered. This is all about Kwame and nobody else. Don't let him gas you motherfuckers up. He don't give a fuck about nobody but Kwame. And anybody who thinks anything different is dumb as fuck. And you're willfully ignorant because you feel like he's temporarily pushing a narrative that you support. This motherfucker's running around here pushing that absurdity about the Italians being discriminated on and the Irish being slaves and all this other little fuck shit that we debunk on a daily basis over here. I ain't even got to get on how that's fuck shit. If you don't know, you ain't been around here long enough. Go back in the archives. You'll see how that dumbass white supremacist claim is bogus as fuck. And I'm sick of you Negroes running around here with your white supremacist talking points, sympathizing with that Neanderthal. I'm sick of it. Then this motherfucker started, he went straight to the motherfucking, to the bread and butter. Oh, family, you already know, he went straight to the motherfucking bread and butter. It was not a game. It was not a game, family. You already know. You already know. Because you know what type of shit. He went straight to the MLK shit. Straight to the MLK shit. Right? Started trying to dismiss race altogether as a complete social construct. Started talking this whole, oh, the white man's begging you to stop talking about race. Yeah, I bet he is. Because when we talk about it, it reminds him of the ills and the savagery he has done throughout the course of his history and what the fuck is owed to us. So of course he wants us to forget about it. Of course he's begging us to forget about it. While he sits there and basks in it. He basks in his motherfucking whiteness. While he tells you to forget about your blackness. And your retarded coon ass is regurgitating this nonsense. You are embodying that black guilt. This dude reeks of black guilt. Reeks of it. This is not a proud black man. This motherfucker got black guilt. They started talking this morality fuck shit. You already know coons love the morality shit. Them motherfuckers swear we can just make ourselves more moral and moralize ourselves out of white supremacy. They really believe we're gonna moralize ourselves out of white supremacy, and I always challenge these coons. I always challenge every last one of you morality freaks. Name me a time in motherfucking history. You can go back as far as Kibbit. You can go back before Kibbit. You can go back to Lucy, motherfucker. Name me a motherfucking time throughout the course of history where the white man has been more moral than the black man. I challenge you. And that includes today. Name me a time in history where we was not more moral than the fucking white man. I'll debate any one of you coons. Don't hit me with that fake ass morality shit. That spiritual coon rhetoric. Coming from you Bible thumping coon ass Negroes. Trying to get people right with God. If y'all don't get that fuck shit out of my face. Then he started regurgitating the whole, oh, well, you know, it's fucked up because black people throw a party for a motherfucker coming home from jail before they throw a party for a motherfucker graduating college. Well, that's very interesting hearing this from a motherfucker who skipped college. How the fuck would you know? How the fuck would you know, Kwame? Who throws parties over graduations or not when you did not graduate? You didn't even attend it. You didn't even go. You dumb fuck. I have never thrown a party for a motherfucker who got out of jail. But I have been to and thrown many parties for motherfuckers for graduating. Now I gotta ask you, Kwame, are you projecting right now? Are you projecting? How many motherfucking people that came home from jail you threw a party for? Opposed to motherfuckers who graduated. Who? All you coons. All you coons. I want proof. Show me these parties. Where are all these parties at? Where are the motherfuckers who came home from jail before? Anybody in the chat that came home from jail before, show me pictures or footage of the party that motherfuckers thrown for you when you came home. What music was being played at said party? I would like to know. Who was DJing that shit? Where was the party at? Was this shit like Jason's Lyrics? Was it at mama's house? Was it at your mama's house while they was eating your mama's cooking? Was your mama's cooking being served at this party when this said motherfucker, this imaginary person that you coons seem to talk about, was your mama's cooking being served at said party? That's what I want to know. Cause it seems like mama's cooking it everywhere. With you fake ass red pill motherfucker. Let's get into that, shall we? How the fuck is this motherfucker on here claiming to be some kind of red pill pro-black male advocate when he himself is the embodiment of everything that them fuckers speak out against? He is everything that they talk about. Let's run down the list, shall we? Kwame Brown is not an educated lame. From everything I've read, his GPA was not that great in high school. One of the reasons why it was easier for him to skip college. So he was an uneducated pookie that decided to play basketball instead of going into STEM, which is what the Black Manosphere advocates for. Last time I checked, all black men, all y'all want to do is become rappers and basketball players. All y'all want to do is become rappers and basketball players. Nobody wants to do STEM. STEM. Well, Kwame is the complete opposite of your STEM educated lane guy. Check. That motherfucker is a complete pookie. You motherfuckers can't stand pookie. Well, this motherfucker embodies pookiness. You motherfuckers always get on these motherfucking sperm-donated fucking pookies who's impregnating all these black women, fucking up the coochie, leaving them with kids, so these pookies can expect the quote-unquote good black men to be the cleanup man. you educated lames to be the clean up man while they sucking and fucking on Pookie, getting pregnant by him? That motherfucker got multiple baby mothers. Multiple baby mothers. Where are the standards? Black Mayosphere? I thought y'all was against dudes like this. Hello? Motherfuckers? And then fuck. Then I hear these, oh my goodness. What basketball have y'all motherfuckers been watching over the last 20 years? I need to know. I need you fuckers to help me out here. Oh yes, good. I got OJ up in the chat. Because OJ said some wild ass shit to me the other day. And I gotta call this shit out. OJ sat up there, because OJ was caping. He had the cape on. OJ sat up there and made the claim that if Kwame Brown was drafted in the bottom half of the first round, he would have had a good career. Everybody would think he had a good career. And his argument was he played 12 years in the NBA. He couldn't have been a bust. Right? Right. And then I remember the other day, they was bringing up other busts in the league. You know what I'm saying? And, but I said, really, OJ? If Kwame Brown got drafted in the bottom half of the first round, people would think he had a good career, huh? Really? So you're telling me, OJ, if this motherfucker right here got drafted at like number 31, excuse me. If he got drafted number 31 in the NBA draft, and his career was, in 12 years, he played 606 games and averaged a whopping 6.6 points per game. This big, tall, doofy, damn near 7 foot motherfucker averaged 5.5 rebounds a fucking game. Let me say that again. This big doofy motherfucker, 6'11", averaged a whopping, tremendous, astounding 5.5 rebounds per game. Oh, let's not forget the 0.9 assists per game he averaged. This motherfucker can't average more rebounds per game than Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook averages more boards per game than this big 6'11" motherfucker. And Russell Westbrook is a 6'5" point guard. Are you shitting me? Listen, OJ, this motherfucker averaged a triple single his entire career. a triple single. Nobody who averages a triple single is going to be considered as having a good career. I don't give a fuck if he was drafted in the 3rd round, and the NBA doesn't even have 3 rounds in the NBA draft anymore. They cut out the 3rd round of the NBA draft decades ago. A triple single. And you're telling me he would have had a good career if he got drafted number 32 with those numbers. With those numbers. Stop. Look at OJ. Still got the cape on. Go season by season. He ain't never make an all-star game. What year you want me to look at, OJ? What year do you want me to look at? Are you shitting me? You gotta be shitting me, OJ. Stop. Let's go through his career. What year you want to look at, OJ? What year? In June 27th of 2001, he got drafted by the Washington Wizards in the 1st round. 4 years later, he got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers. They was done with him. After 4 years, they was done. Get this bum out of here. Now, mind you, in 2005, he had to be like 22 years old, right? 22 years old, and if he had went to college, that would make him a natural rookie, right? That means he would have did 4 years in college, and this would be his official first season in the NBA if he had went to college. 2005. Well, he went to the fucking Lakers and stunk it the fuck up. Give me a second, Renee. I'll be done in a minute. He went to the Lakers and stunk it up. Right? Complete trash. You should know, you live out there by LA. He was garbage. Then, in 2008, somehow or another, the Memphis Grizzlies thought it would be a good idea to trade him away for Paul Gasol, which is considered one of the biggest steals in NBA history. This is the equivalent of the Emmitt Smith trade that the cow bitches made with the the Herschel Walker trade when they got Emmitt Smith. The Herschel Walker trade, this is the equivalent. They robbed the shit out of him. They gave them this bum ass triple single averaging motherfucker away for Paul Gasol. It's disgusting. Where are you motherfuckers watching? What games was y'all watching? Then he stunk up the place there. He ain't even last a year there. Then afterwards, they cut him. Then they got rid of him. He ain't even starting the next season on the Grizzlies. They got him the fuck out of there. And then he signed as a free agent with the Pistons. Stayed there for 2 years, didn't do shit. And then ended up on the Charlotte Bobcats. Stayed there for a year. They got him the fuck out of there. Oh, he made his rounds. And then in 2011, the motherfucker signed with the Golden State Warriors. And then 3 months later, after they signed him, they traded his ass. They traded him 3 months later. And then the next year, he signs with motherfucking Philly. They got rid, and then his career is over. It's done. Done. Good career where? Which year do you want me to pull up, OJ? Which team? Which year? You tell me. I don't know. What basketball Are y'all watching? You gotta be shitting me. These motherfuckers like, he ain't no bust. He ain't no bust. He ain't no bust. Okay, let's get into what the definition of a bust is. What is an NBA draft bust? Well, it's a term used to describe an NBA player who was picked high in the draft and or had high expectations heading into his pro career, but never came close to living up to those expectations. One good example is Greg Oden, another bust, who was picked first overall in the 2007 draft.
Welcome to the Terradome.
Thanks for the sub. Know what I mean? And that's what it is. So y'all want to stop playing with me with this he wasn't a bust shit. That is the definition of a bust. Mother's like, yeah, man. He played. Listen, man, let me ask y'all a question. In the chat, is this guy a bust? Was this guy a bust? Y'all, a lot of y'all should know who this guy is. Press 1 in the chat if Christian Laettner was a bust. Press 2 in the chat if Christian Laettner was not a bust. Press 1 if Christian Laettner was a bust. Press 2 if Christian Laettner was not a bust. Was Christian Laettner a bust? Yes or no, family? Yes or no? Let me know. Let's see what the chat said. 1, yes, ones. Okay, yep, ones, words, right. Ones. I'm getting a lot of ones. A lot of people agree that Christian Laettner was a motherfucking bust. In fact, I don't see no twos. Everybody agrees that this man right here is a motherfucking bust. Now, my question is this. To everybody that says he's a bust, I would agree. If he's a bust, if this guy right here, who played the same amount of years as Kwame Brown, actually he played one extra year than Kwame Brown. Oh, look. I guess busts could last in the league for a long time. I guess playing 12 years in the league does not exclude you from the bust category. Because Christian Laettner played one extra year and everybody in the chat agreed that he's a bust. Not only did he play an extra year than Kwame Brown, he averaged double the amount of points as Kwame Brown. Kwame Brown averaged 6 points per game. Christian Laettner averaged 12. But everybody calls Christian Laettner a bust. Nobody crying. Ain't nobody saying shit. Christian Laettner averaged 6 rebounds a game. Kwame Brown only averaged 5. Christian Laettner averaged 2 assists a game. Kwame Brown didn't even average 1. So how can he be a bust, but Kwame Brown, bum ass, Kwame Brown, bum ass is not? How? How, Sway? How? How is this man a bust with his 12 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists, but this guy with 6 points a game, 5 rebounds, and no assists a game is not? Y'all don't make no fucking sense. Y'all don't make no sense, and you fuckers don't know basketball. You fuckers don't know basketball, don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Neither none of you motherfuckers who made that claim. Y'all tripping. Take them capes off and burn them. Burn them. Don't tell me he ain't no bust because he played 12 years. Busts play 12 and 10 years all the time. If you 6'10", 6'11", you can be a big man and bounce around the league for 10 plus years. Sean Bradley bust ass did it. You think Sean Bradley only played 3 years? Sean Bradley played a whole bunch of years. And everybody knows he's a bust. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. We're talking about this triple single guy. This guy's a triple single guy. You can't be a triple single guy and not be a bust, being picked number 1 overall. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyways, I've been talking for a lot. One more thing before I give it to Renee. I know how my bad Renee. I'm going to let you talk for a minute. Don't worry. One more thing for the motherfuckers. Even Kobe Bryant did not like this motherfucker and knew he wasn't shit. Kobe Bryant knew. Listen, man, one real quick clip, and then I'm gonna pass it to Renee. Let's get into this real quick.
33 points so far in the first half with only a minute and a half to play.
Kwame Brown not close. He wants a foul. Here against Memphis without Zach Randolph. Out too much. Underneath. Well, I'll tell you what, Kwame Brown should have been able to finish that. Did not. He'll still get 2 free throws. 26 of the last 30 and 22 of the last 24 in this building. Years. He bricks 2.
Well, they were in the lane too soon.
Yes, he's going to get another opportunity.
Can he go for the hat trick?
Oh, sure he can.
Will he go for the hat trick?
Oh, sure he will.
I like it when you go out on that limb early. And then all of a sudden you see it breaking.
Oh, well, let's see what happens.
No net underneath you.
I feel secure. Wear the big hat. Oh. Foul underneath. Put it. Now the crowd really should let him have it. He could go for 4 in a row.
I mean, you know the rules as the guy lined up on the lane. You know when you're allowed to go in when the shooter releases the ball.
Shot put. 4 in a row missed by Kwame Brown.
And it's all in his head again now. I mean, he may go the rest of the year.
Now, by the way, what I say here, I say directly to them. See what I'm saying? So I don't talk behind people's backs. Things that I say to you, I'm comfortable saying it to them, and I've said this to them. And so I'm surrounded by these players, Detroit players, and Kwame's under the basket all by himself. Literally, like all by himself. So I'm passing the ball, and bobbles it, goes out of bounds. So we go back to the timeout. I'm pissed, right? And he goes, hey, I was wide open. Yeah, I know. This is how I'm talking to him during the game. It's like a minute left. He's like, I said, you're going to be open again, Kwame. My cheese is total. Well, I'm going to go first. I'm like, huh? He said, don't go to me. I said, why not? He said, well, I'm nervous. And if I catch it, they found me, I won't make the free throw. I said, hell no. So I go to the field, I say, hey, Phil, man, take him out the game. Man. He's like, nah, let me figure it out.
And there y'all go. Y'all heard it from Kobe himself. I heard it from Kobe himself. With the passing the ball while he was wide open, down low. This motherfucker fumbling he wide open. Fumbling the ball, dropping passes, ball go out of bounds. Kobe pissed off, like, yo, what the fuck you doing? I mother said, hey man, I got scared they was gonna foul me and I didn't want to shoot the free throw shots. So I dropped the ball. Are you shitting me? I'm done. I'm about to pass it every day. Point proven. You motherfuckers, please don't come under here telling me about he brought his mother houses and about his mama's. I know he brought his mother a brand new kitchen and everything. Built it from the ground up. Brand new metal appliances everywhere. Built it from the ground up. He had a whole lot of money. He made a lot of money being a bum. He robbed a lot of teams. Congratulations. You robbed a lot of these teams without a gun. Congratulations. But yeah, that don't change the fact that he was a bum. He was a bust. Period. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit you talking. I'm talking sports. Yeah, he made a living being a bum. He was a traveling man. He made a lot of money being a traveling man. Congratulations. That's easy work. That's easy work because he ain't work hard. He ain't work hard. That's for damn sure he ain't work hard. Easy money. Congratulations. Go ahead, Renee.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it is, this whole Kwame Brown thing, it shows how easily people are manipulated. It shows how many people really do only care about drama. It shows how anti-Blackness is so popular and accepted. It highlights a lot of things because here's the issue as far as with me. Now, like Psycho was just breaking down about him being a bust, because I was going to read that definition as well. But like Psycho told y'all, you know, it's somebody who is not, who's highly touted. A draft bust is a highly touted or highly selected draftee that does not meet expectations. Okay, this can be due to a variety of reasons, but the most often noted are injury or inability to perform at a professional level. So, like, what is wrong with people saying that? You know, I was seeing some people's, you know, I saw before people's commentary when this thing first came out, when this whole situation first broke. And, you know, people were saying, yeah, he was tired of them talking about him. They've been talking about him for 20 years and he wasn't nothing but a teenager and this, that, and the other. Okay, that may be true. That may be true. But here's the thing though. As long as they are talking about basketball, what could really be said? If they are speaking in terms of stats, speaking in terms of what his the expectations of him were, and then what he ended up doing, what is the problem in that? See, he was 18 years old, yes, a teenager, but he went into a man's league. He went into a man's game. So why then should he not get the same scrutiny if he's playing in a man's field? Make that make sense. He shouldn't get scrutiny because he's still only 18 years old, but he's in the NBA. That's what people do, is criticize NBA players. That's what people do, is pay attention to their stats. It's a sport. So when I hear people say, and these basketball players, they work so hard in high school to get where they going to and everything, I understand that. But maybe that's why, maybe he should have went to college then first. I don't know. It's all a money racket at the end of the day, because I personally feel like college players need to be getting paid. They should be getting paid in college basketball, straight up and down, period. And we know that they do this to young black men. We know what it is. But I'm saying in terms of him coming out of high school, going into the NBA, nobody's going to hold your hand in that circumstance. Because they're going to say, legally, you're an adult. You in a man's game, now you're a professional. And people are going to judge your abilities like a professional. So when I keep hearing people give these kind of like commentaries on it, I'm like, what are we talking about here? We talking about a sport. That's all people do. You either praise or critique an athlete. Either one. Sometimes both in the same damn sentence. But people are either praising athletes or they're going in on them. That's what it is. That's the world of being an athlete. That's the world of being a professional at that level. You open to all kinds of scrutiny. People who ain't never did it, people who ain't never picked up a basketball, I get it. I understand that whole premise. I got that. I can agree with that. But at the same time, that's part of the game. That's part of the game. So why now we acting so funny style about this? And you know, because he went in on the go along, get along game, again, people supported him. That whole thing kind of happened right at the right time. Because like I said, a lot of Kevin Samuels people are supporting him. And they was pissed when DJ Envy and Angela Yee was saying that stuff about Kevin Samuels. They were pissed about that. So all of this stuff coincided right together. Because here's the thing, and it shows you how easily manipulated and how disingenuous a lot of people are. A bunch of y'all knew about Charlamagne, his rape case. A bunch of y'all knew about Charlamagne's rape case, and then it got downgraded. And y'all still been supporting Breakfast Club. Y'all still been watching it. Y'all ain't been boycotting it. Now when Kwame come back out and saying something people already know, now yeah, that's right. That's right, Kwame, yeah, we need to boycott. Have you been boycotting it? So now he wants y'all to boycott on his behalf because he's upset that Charlamagne said some things about his family and put it out there. Charlamagne is messy as hell. Charlamagne didn't have no business getting into that. Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson are grown-ass men. They can defend themselves, whether they affiliated with your network or not. Charlamagne is messy, straight up and down. Straight up and down. And it's clear what he did to that girl. Straight up and down. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. However, with this situation, he wants people to go in on them because they said something about him. Because they said something about his family. Not for these other reasons. Now make that make sense. So now people, we riding with you, Kwame. I seen people spamming his chat. Unfollow Stephen A. Jackson. Unfollow Stephen A. Jackson. Boycott Stephen A. Jackson. Boycott ESPN. Why? Why? I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm asking why. Oh, because Kwame didn't like that Stephen A. Jackson was highly critical of him as a young man coming into the NBA and has been highly critical of his career. So that's why everybody now should boycott Stephen A. Jackson. Not the fact that Stephen A. Jackson over the years has said hella coonish things. Not any of that, but just because now Kwame's mad about, you know, what has been being said about him, and now he speaks up at this point, and everybody's supposed to go unfollow Stephen A. Smith and are supposed to cancel him and are supposed to boycott ESPN now. And see, this is what I'm saying, this fake pro-black stuff, this fake pro-black, because if it was really about that, because people now are trying to somehow put him in the category of being pro-black. I've seen people doing this. Because every other word is niggas, black this and black that. But he's not saying it in the respect of, for real, us as a community. He don't mean that. Like he said in the clip, we need to get off this color shit. And all of the other things that he's been saying. If it was really about the fact that, hey, these colleges are not playing these athletes, which are mostly black. If it was, hey, ESPN, they racist as hell, they dirty as hell, the different things that they do. It needs to be black people in control and in charge of football and basketball and what gets put out and what's being done because it makes up mostly black men who are in those leagues. If it's on the strength of that, let's rock. But see, he's not coming from that position. It's from a self-serving position. It's from a position of, hey, I can get these people to do what I want them to do because I'm mad you said something about me. And I don't get how people aren't seeing that. This is about him. It's about him. It's about what's been said about him. It's about what's been done to him. This ain't about no we the people. And when you use terms like we the people, we already know what that means. That's in reference to all people, right? That's stuff that these patriots who ran up in the Capitol, and all these patriots, these white folks out here, that's what they say. That's their rhetoric, we the people. From the Constitution, we the people. Get that the fuck out of here. So now he wants everybody to run around and do his bidding for him because he's pissed about what's been said. And again, rightfully so. I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to be upset about things that have been said about him. He has the right to be upset. He has the right to clap back. I'm talking about how this whole thing has been taking place and orchestrated. And now you have him calling these shots because he's mad at what they said to him. Because where was you at when this whole thing with Charlemagne first happened? Was you coming out then saying boycott him because he's a R word? Was you saying that then? Like, what's really, like, make this make sense? And now people are trying to crown him as some pro-black person or some leader for the black community. Not only that, I've seen all of these different titles and different things being said. Oh, they woke up a sleeping giant. What? This is what happens when you want, like these article headlines and stuff like that. This is what happens when you don't do this, and that. And Kwame Brown is what? Then I'm seeing all of these people talk about this is masculinity. Somebody talking about that he gave black masculinity CPR. How? Huh? Wait, what? He's masculine. This is a real man. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. So he responded to Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. I guess Gilbert Arenas, I didn't really see too much he said about him. Then Charlemagne ran his mouth. He addressed Charlemagne. And, Jamel Hill and Stephen A. Jackson. Okay. So you address these people. Your channel blew up in like a week and a half. It's over 100,000 subscribers, all that good stuff. So you made those videos, responded, but now we're over 30-something videos. That's masculine? Now, as much as people say women gossip, women talk, women run their mouths, women always going in on each other, women doing this, women doing that, what is all of the other videos about? For hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. You went in on these people. You told them what it was, what it is. We got it. We got it. But see, with this whole thing, when people start getting popular and stuff, it gets good to people. And then they want to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And the other thing about it is, when people saying that this is masculinity, this is pure black masculinity. Okay, so once we got off sports, is that not gossiping? Is it not gossiping once you get off of sports and you start getting into personal things? Again, I understand him going at Charlemagne and bringing up Charlemagne's personal issues because Charlemagne brought up his personal issues. So that's off the table. That's a given. I mean, with his family and whatnot. So I understand that. But all of the other stuff, all of the other personal things, he said, even about Matt Barnes and all that. And I'm not defending him at all. I ain't defending none of these people. I'm just saying, like, if you played basketball and people are judging you on your basketball stats and your basketball expectations. Okay. So where is all of this other stuff coming from? And people so damn programmed, they jump on stuff so quick, they not even thinking deeper about this stuff. They just about ready to follow him. They ready to go behind him. And then when you really bust it down and go look at the things that he had to say about black people, when you really go bust it down and see, he had two people on there. That whole street, man, listen, I didn't even put none of that in the clips because it was a lot of the other people talking, and so I was like, well, I just wanted to mainly get on him. But it was his words, but it was so much. It was so much. This guy was sitting up there talking about, basically these good white folks and praising white people, saying that white people are smarter than black people. He said that. And then again today on his stream just before this show, and shout out to producer HAC, who was in the chat earlier, he mentioned that. I told Psycho that right before we was going live. He literally sat up there and said, it is very few black men or black people that could ever.
All right, shout out to Brown Sugar Baby. I appreciate the super chat. All right, my bad. Go ahead, Renee.
Thank you. And he was like, it's very few black men that could ever debate a white man. Those are his words because they get too emotional.
Say what now? Say wait. Say what now?
He said it's very few black men who could ever debate a white man. They get too emotional. That's what he said. His producer, I didn't look back in the chat. Are you in here?
Oh my goodness. That's
yeah. He
what is he talking about?
We're gonna get to it.
I slapped that.
We're gonna get to it.
Listen, I bitch slap those white motherfuckers every motherfucking chance I get intellectually. I done got into formal debates with these white motherfuckers and bitch slapped them. What is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Very few motherfuckers. It ain't just me. It ain't just me. A whole bunch of brothers done bitch slap these white motherfuckers on an intellectual level. What the hell is he talking about? That shit ain't hard to do. What does he mean? Like why do white? My bad, Renee. I said I wasn't gonna cut you off. My fault. I'm done.
Thank you. Yeah, but exactly though. But yeah, he said very few, and then he doubled down. He said very few. He said very few again. So wait a minute. You put white men on a pedestal? You put white men on the pedestal and black men is down here in the dirt. But this y'all king though, right? This y'all leader who gonna lead the black community, who should run for office, right? And you think that white people are intellectually superior. He said this in a previous video, and then today he was saying
all right, Midtown Pokey, appreciate it. He said, Psycho, get him. That's what's up. Yeah, we gonna get him. Don't worry. My bad. Go ahead, Renee.
Yeah. So, I mean, y'all, this stuff is crazy right now. And like it's, it does really highlight, I guess, like I said, it highlights many things, but the fact that people are trying to make this man some leader, some pro-black leader, somebody for the people, somebody for the community, when this man can sit up here and do a panel with two black people while they sit here and rip the hell out of the black community. And he was in full agreement with everything that was being said and doubling down on the things they were saying. They sat up there and said, and this one was like, we don't need reparations. They need to get over that. They need to get over that. When I was 4, my mom told me I couldn't have a ice cream cone. And I said, okay, I didn't cry and whine about it. What? Everyone's had it rough. What? That's all they do is go out here and kill each other. Wow. Like, it was so much stuff, y'all, in that video. Like, there's no way. There's no way. It's so much stuff in all of his videos. There is no way to quantify it. There's no way I could have played that without playing the whole damn thing. Like, it's that crazy. It's that crazy. And he sits up talking about the white man, this and that, talking about black people who say things about the white man, right? Because he feels like us, quote, blaming the white man is disrespecting the white man, right? We need to stop disrespecting white people, right? This is how he feels. That's all we talk about. And then y'all expecting this white man, Joe Biden, to do all of this stuff for y'all. Okay, I agree with that. But here's the problem. He was pushing the hell out of Trump. So what? Make it make sense. What's wrong with these people? Somehow y'all can say over here, oh, y'all want this white man to do this and that, and the white man. But then over here, y'all support Trump. Y'all support the hell out of Trump. Y'all sit up here and tell black people that's who they should be following, that's who they should vote for, that's who they should go for. And then call yourselves free thinkers. If you were a free thinker, you wouldn't be aligning with any political party or any politician, because you would already know it's all the same, which is what we've been preaching for the longest over here. How do you listen to somebody who telling you don't trust this white man, oh, but trust that white man over there? He going through the platinum plan. He got the platinum plan for us. Sweetie, Trump had the damn 10-point plan on his first election. Where was it? He put money to the HBCUs. Sweetie, that was already on the table. That was a bipartisan act where they wouldn't have to keep coming back. It had been a bipartisan act. All he did was sign it. It was not something he sponsored. It was not something that he put together or instituted. And the money was supposed to have been gone sooner, and he didn't do anything about it. He started getting backlash, and then he signed. So let's be clear before you run around here praising some white man. Now, when you hear a black person praising Biden, then you can jump up in arms and say, you praising a white man. But when you praise Trump, we're supposed to say, oh, you're an independent thinker. You're a free thinker. You're smart. You're intelligent. So, y'all might tell
that free thinker shit is coded language.
That's all it is.
It's totally coded. Because free thinker just means I think like white people.
Yeah, that's all free thinkers
think. That's all they're saying is I think like I am white identified. Right? That's what free thinking means.
And you don't want the pressure and scrutiny from other black people when they say something about it. So you could just say, oh, well, I'm a free thinker. Well, you're not a free thinker, because free thinkers understand what politics are about. And politics are about maintaining the status quo, whether you are Republican or Democrat, so that the people at the top stay at the top and the people at the bottom stay at the bottom regardless. It's not about any real revolutionary changes that will happen in the dynamics of politics, no matter what particular party is in office. Cut it out. So that's not free thinking. That's not free thinking.
It's not.
This man sitting up praising Candace Owens and praising Larry Elder and all of these people. Like, again, this y'all can? Oh, because he said something, the go along, get along gang, and people just cheered. Yeah! Now he got people out here doing his work, doing his bidding for him. And he said, so let's talk about the Dr. Boyce Watkins thing, right? Because that's the latest, one of the latest, right? In this whole situation. So Dr. Boyce Watkins did a video. I watched the video that Dr. Boyce Watkins did on him. It wasn't a real long video or anything, but I seen this video. I think he was in the car and he was talking and he was saying that he was kind of rocking with Kwame. And he was saying, he's responding back to a lot of these people who have been saying things about him or whatnot. And, he was kind of speaking to that or whatever. He did say that Steven Jackson had reached out to him. And I think he did also say in there that he is cool with Charlemagne or whatnot. But he was like, he wasn't talking bad about Kwame or anything. Okay. Now, what he said was that Kwame needs to be careful because putting in his titles and saying in so much and cussing so much in his videos may get his channel taken down. Okay. Now, Kwame had a video up called "I Hear You Niggas Talking." Okay. And so he went back and changed the niggas to brothers or whatever. And so he did a stream going in on Dr. Boyce Watkins because he was saying that, kind of basically saying like he was dry snitching. Long story short, he was saying that, Dr. Boyce Watkins was putting his channel in danger because he said something like that in the video, that now he gave the blueprint to the people that want to take him down, to basically petition to YouTube that, hey, he's saying this is in his title, whatever like that. And so, on a certain level, I can understand that premise on a certain level, that, okay, well, he could have hit me up and let me know that. But at the same time, ain't you all about mama's cooking? Ain't you all about saying what you want to say, how you want to say it, and getting at these people? So if you all about mama's cooking and everything else like that, then what's the problem? You been going in, and who's gonna get more attention about this, Boyce Watkins or you? You've been getting the attention. And the thing about it is that, YouTube, a lot of social media, whatever, they don't really come down hard on Black people saying nigga, and that's very key. And remember, Dave Chappelle had talked about this. So you can say nigga, all you want, baby. And they not gonna have a problem. They ain't gonna do nothing about it. But let you say something about one of these other folks and you use a racial slur against them, then it's gonna be a problem. Then you will be shut down. Then your channel will be canceled. It will be a wrap for you. Yep. So you better not say that about use a gay slur. You better not use no white slur in the title. You better not use no Asian slurs in no titles and be overly saying it on your channel. It's gonna be or no Hispanic slur. It's gonna be a damn problem.
That's facts.
It's gonna be a problem.
And to piggyback off what you just said, I don't want you to get too far away from that. Would you piggyback off what a second ago what you just said? I was leaning towards saying that when I was going on my rant, and I was kind of forgot about that. How the fuck are you gonna be a red pill mama's boy?
I was gonna get to that.
Oh, my bad. Because you kind of skimmed over it. I thought you was going.
I was gonna get to that.
Yeah. How are you gonna be a red pill mama's boy? Can you please dive into that? I want to hear that about that. Let's talk about the red pill mama boy. How the hell does that even work? How does that work, mama? Every time I hear that motherfucker go live, that's all I hear is mama. They talking about my mama cooking. They talking about my mama cooking.
You mama cooking. And constantly.
You talking about my mama only son. You talking about my mama only son.
I'm like, is this a rip-off of Mario? Is this a rip-off of Mario?
That motherfucker is a straight up, he is the embodiment of a mama's boy. And that's what these red pill, black Kevin Samuel sphere motherfuckers push back against. This is what they accuse everybody else of being. A mama's boy who was raised by a single baby mother who's impregnating everybody and fucking up the community. He embodies all this shit. And these motherfuckers are supporting him.
Thank
He's
you.
up his super chat, hitting up a millionaire's super chat. How the fuck are y'all hitting up a millionaire's super chat?
Oh Lord.
This is insane. My fault. I'm done.
Oh my God, y'all. He just gonna, the stuff I was getting ready to say, he just gonna cut me off and start. Oh Lord. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, but everything you said, but yeah. So he talk out of both sides of his mouth, right? So in a lot of his videos, and I'm talking about ones that was before this whole thing popped off and everything, and in these videos now, in the same videos, he's constantly contradicting himself. So on one hand, he'll say people now are too sensitive. Like when he talking about black people, right? People now are too sensitive, and every little thing is a problem. And every little thing somebody say something about them, it's a problem. They gotta blow up. They get mad. Da, 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 da. See, I don't do that. I laugh. I like to have fun. It's funny to me, huh? But then why you going off on them though? Wait, what? It don't bother you. It's everybody else who's sensitive. But you going off on them though. Make that make sense. Then he'll sit up and talk about how he, you know, he rocked with Tammy, right? He went on Tammy before. He quoted Tammy in that video clip we played. He quoted Tammy, right? Now, all they be talking about is devaluing the black mother, right? They devalue the black mother. They talk about how black mothers are put on the pedestal in the black community. They talk about the no good black single mother, that they need to choose better. They need to do better. All this stuff about black women and black mothers. I've even heard a lot of these manosphere dudes talk about these professional black athletes, how they praise their mother. How when they go do something, they have their mama up there. Anything they talking about, they mention their mama, right? Oh, but the manosphere has embraced Kwame. All he talk about is his mama. He talk about mama's cooking. Boy, you done said something about my mama's son. So wait a minute, but y'all cool with that though?
Mama said
y'all cool with that, but that's what y'all talk about all the time.
Mama said that. My mom.
He talks about how he brought his mother a house at 18. I think that's amazing. I think that's great. But he talks about that all the time, and that's what that sector speaks against. Austin. Some of the same people he was shouting out have these talking points. And even in some of his videos, he has these talking points. Make it make sense. Because I'm trying to figure, and then people are sitting up here, I love him. I went on Instagram, I'm buying his t-shirt that says Mama's Cooking. I went and bought his t-shirt. I sure did. I bought 2 of them, and da-da-da. And I've been seeing people around, I've just been observing around a lot of people saying that. My mama's cooking. But y'all will be the same ones devaluing the black mother. Y'all will be the same ones talking about single black mothers, talking about black men need to forget about their mamas and not be focusing on that, not be mama's boys and all that stuff. Y'all be the same ones saying that.
Mama said that. My mama said that.
This is how crazy this stuff is. So yeah, but the Dr. Boyce Watkins, just to go back to that real quick before we move on. So, you know, he went in on him. Now let me show you again the contradictions, right? So Kwame has the same talking points as a lot of the manosphere, okay, about, you know, education, right? Because their whole thing is they praise the so-called educated lames, right? And they dog out the so-called Pookies and the Ray Rays, okay? Now, he started talking about Boyce Watkins, talking about, yeah, well, I ain't got all of these pretty degrees, and I ain't got all of this pretty degrees of stuff that you got. I ain't got none of that. Now, wait a minute. He started talking down on Dr. Boyce Watkins being educated and having degrees. But wait a minute, I thought that's what y'all said black people need to do. When it comes to you talking about the Pookies and the Ray Rays and the thugs, as y'all like to say, and black men, young black men, they need to get an education. They need to go to college. They need to do this. They need to do that. But then when somebody got it and somebody you mad at, then you want to devalue it. Then you want to speak down on it. Then you want to make fun of it and belittle it. Isn't that like what y'all was saying? Like, supposedly growing up in the black community, if you read books, people called you a nerd? Ain't you kind of like doing that same thing now? When you want to be funny or kind of make fun of somebody having degrees? Like that somehow makes him less than being able to stand up to you because I ain't got all these pretty degrees. Like that somehow make him some less of a man or what? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Because why did that have to even be mentioned? So what if he has degrees or not? You can address what he said without having to do that. Your attempt was to discredit that. Your attempt was to make fun of that. That's what that was. So again, this is y'all king. This is who people are following. This is who people are praising up and down the internet. So many people, and I hate to overgeneralize. I hate the overgeneralization because that's what happens to black people. We always are on the short end of the stick when it comes to overgeneralizing. We always get overgeneralized in the most negative aspect. So I don't really like to do that. But a lot of these people, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot of these people that's hyping him up, like I said, they just looking for the next thing. They looking for the next versus battle, basically. They looking for the next person on social media who's out here doing something that people can chit chat about. Now, over here, we're trying to give more context. We're trying to give more context to it because see, people will just jump on things. Just like when we talk about all of the conspiracy stuff with the COVID and all that, with the vaccine and all that, with the chick who claimed she had Bell's palsy and all of that stuff, and we easily debunked that. People just jumped on it. People didn't think no deeper into it. They didn't look no deeper into it. They took it and ran with it because it was a narrative that fit their own. And for the people mad about Kevin Samuels, the Breakfast Club saying stuff about Kevin Samuels, he ain't been on there yet, they took to Kwame and ran with it. Other people who don't like that the Breakfast Club may have some stuff about black people or black empowerment sometimes, albeit they coons too, just like Psycho was saying earlier. But some people don't like that that's on there, so they ran with that. So that's all it is. Oh, the go along, get along game. That's right. He getting at them. He getting at them. And let me tell you something. If Kwame had came out and he was speaking how we speak, and he was being hella militant, and he was on it like that, do you know how many of these people will be calling him a bust? If he was out here being hella militant for black people, being true with it. If he was out here doing that and he called himself speaking up and things like that, and let's say he went on the Breakfast Club, and when he was on the Breakfast Club, he was there to talk about pro-blackness, he was there to talk about being B1, he was there to talk about no interracial relationships, he was there to talk about the reality of what these white people are doing, he was there to talk about reparations now, he was there to talk about all of these things. A lot of these dudes will be saying, he ain't nothing but a bust, man. Man, he was a scrub, man. Man, he was whack as hell. How he gonna leave some? Why we putting these dudes up there? Why we putting these damn entertainers and athletes up there? See, but now since they saying stuff that he like, that criticism ain't out there right now though, right? Because y'all be the same ones who talk about, we black people always praising celebrities. And black people always, whenever it's a celebrity who talks some pro-black stuff, albeit none of them really do, we already know that. But I'm saying on a very surface level, a lot of people will attack them. a lot of people, a lot of right-wing black people or whatever, they will start attacking them and saying, that's all y'all do is Jay-Z or these celebrities. But now when a celebrity, because I don't care what you say, he's a celebrity. This man played in the NBA. He did something that damn near hardly anybody ever gets the opportunity to do. No matter if he had a good career or bad career, he was in the NBA. Okay, that's a fact. He played for the Lakers. He played for a lot of big teams, major teams. Okay, so he is a celebrity. He is an athlete. But see, they got mad when the athletes were kneeling, though, right? Y'all got mad when athletes were coming and speaking out about black issues or police brutality against black people. People were saying, I don't want to hear that from no athlete. Well, Kwame may not still be playing right now, but he was an athlete. He was in the NBA. But now y'all don't have a problem with celebrities and their political positions when it fits yours. We don't praise no celebrities over here. We don't do no celebrity worship, and we don't put no celebrities on a pedestal, period. So that don't happen over here. But a lot of the same people who hold these positions are now Kwame for president. Damn near. And I'm gonna say this last thing, and then I'm gonna throw the psycho, and we can get on to this other situation. But I saw people, YouTubers, pretty big YouTubers, in his chats. Other people who are YouTube commenters, not necessarily, well, I think they do create content, but not necessarily, but commenters and stuff like that. And then people in general who was dropping $50, $50, $50, $25, $50, all in his chat. Hella people dropping money. He is a millionaire. He is a millionaire. Now, I'm not knocking nobody's getting to do. Of course, you already know over here, we don't do this for money. That's not what we do this for. We have paid our own money to speak to the people and do all of these sorts of things. So that's not what this is about over here at all. We don't beg people for money. We don't beg for donations or none of that. If people ask for donations and stuff, that's their right. That's what they do. But I just find it interesting how a lot of those same people that was dropping money in there will say, when it's supposedly a celebrity who's supposedly pro-black, and I put that in quotation, why y'all giving them money? They rich. They got money. Why y'all giving money? Y'all sitting there, y'all dumb. Y'all giving money to these black celebrities and this, that, and that. But baby, they dropping $50 at a time in there to a millionaire. Make that make sense. And all I'm saying is, if you hold a position, hold it. Hold it. Don't switch up because it's somebody whose rhetoric you like. Now it's all good to give money to millionaires and celebrities and athletes. Now that's all good, right? Now it's all good for athletes to lead things politically.
Right.
Or to speak politically. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Buying Jordans is a problem. But right. Giving $50 to Jordan's #1 draft bust, that's cool.
Right.
Let that soak in. That soak in. Buying Jordans, which are shoes that could be worn, that's tangible, that's something tangible, that shoes that you could actually wear out in the streets, that's a problem. But giving $50 to Jordan's #1 draft bust just for regurgitating Coon rhetoric, that makes sense. That is black power. If y'all don't get your asses the fuck out of here with that stupid ass fucking logic, I don't ever want to hear you weirdos cry about black people buying Jordans ever again when I see you fuckers in there dropping 50 and better to Michael Jordan's motherfucking draft bus who robbed about 7 teams for millions upon millions of fucking dollars that he didn't even have to work for.
Yep.
Y'all have got to be shitting me. Y'all have got to be shitting me. Y'all are a bunch of fucking weirdos with y'all fake ass morality.
Yep. Cause he made a comment in SYKOPATHeist. He made a comment. Now, Psycho was totally on point. A lot of the talking points of the manosphere and a lot of these people like that, a lot of their talking points, he completely goes against it. So he didn't go to college. He's playing basketball, right? Don't they speak down about athletes? Don't they say the only thing that black people are told they can do is dribble a ball? Ain't that what they say? Or run with a ball? Ain't that what they say? Well, that's what he did though. Then they talk about the single black mothers and the Pookies and Ray Rays got all these kids. Well, baby, he got multiple kids by multiple women. He even made he even said something like, some of my kids are by a few, he said by a few good ones. It's by a few good ones. So he was saying a few of his baby mamas are good. These are his words, y'all. These are his words. A few of your baby mamas? Damn. But remember, he's in the morality position. These are the morality police, right, that support him, right? And so, yeah, they can admonish everybody else. They can talk about everybody else, right? But if somebody that they cool with do it, then, and again, they're only supporting him because they know he has a right-wing mentality. Like, let's just really be clear. He has a right-wing mentality. I think in the beginning, a lot of black people in general were kind of, rocking with him. Like, okay, well, he turns up on them. He calling them out, whatever. But I think after a few days or a week or so, people's kind of like, all right now. Because when he talks, he mixes in a lot of sellout talking points. And the way that he speaks in reference to black people is so horrible. It's so vitriolic. It's so belittling. He talks down to black people. He talks negative to black people. Just like in the clip where you see he says, white people, when I come, he's sitting there cussing out a black person and then says, and white people, when I come on y'all show, now I ain't gonna be talking like that. So wait, when you around black people, or you go on a black person's platform, you gonna talk crazy, you gonna cuss people out, you gonna say nigga every word, but when you go deal with white people, you on your best behavior. And see, this just goes to show what I talk about a lot is that, and I really wanted to, I be telling Psycho this all the time, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting. But I really want to break down like how people in general, a lot of people in the black community, not everybody, but a lot of people in the black community think that we have to have tough love. They think that they got to talk to black people rough. We got to cuss each other out. We got to talk down to each other. We got to call each other names out of our names. We got to get personal and be as dirty as we can to each other. It's got to have some, but where's the love at? Because it ain't even tough love, because where's the love at? It's just toughness. It's just toughness. These niggas. And they say that, and that's why y'all don't even hear me calling people in general niggas. I'm either repeating something somebody else said, or I'm using it like to make a point about something. But I don't call black people in general no damn niggas. I don't say that. I don't say that. In the way I hear a lot of black people now, they say it with the hard ER on top of that. And they say it so like, in such a disgust, they're so disgusted. And they say it in a way that's so, they really, really mean it in a nasty way. And they talk to black people with such disdain. So when somebody like Kwame comes out, or these other people, and they just start going out and cussing people out, people are like, oh, that's right. Oh, get them. Oh. Now, see, over here, yeah, we get passionate, we speak, we'll raise our tones, we'll do all of that. But we're giving substance in what we're saying. It's not just on some humbug stuff. It's not just on something superficial. And we're speaking in reference to our love for our community. We're speaking in reference to how other people do the Black community, how other people mislead us and sell us out. And they rock with these other races of people. That's what we talk about and we speak from. But it's like, people think you gotta talk down to Black folks. And then they will go around these white people and, hey, yeah, oh great, I know. And extend them so much courtesy, extend them so much respect. And we gotta constantly hear all of these stereotypes, which is what Kwame was pushing. All of these dumbass stereotypes over and over. Black people killing each other. We gotta stop killing each other. Man, stop it, man. Chicago, what about Chicago? These people never talk about that the overwhelming masses of Black people are not shooting and killing nobody. They out here working, they out here taking care of themselves and family and doing the best that they can. I don't know why everybody acts like every Black person is the worst thing in the world. Somehow people think they're the only decent Black person and everybody else is just a scumbag. And that's because white supremacist propaganda not only impacts whites and other non-Blacks, it impacts Black people too. So you see other Black people through the eyes of white supremacists. That's why I say white supremacy, being a white supremacist is not exclusive to white people. It's a mentality. It's a mentality that anyone can have. And we've got to understand that. And see, people will sit up here and say, well, see, some people will say it to me, it's like, oh, well, y'all shouldn't be going against him. He's a Black man. I don't subscribe to that. Because all skin folks.
You know what's funny about them saying that? These are the same Negroes don't do shit but go after Black people. Absolutely. These motherfuckers who will tell us this are the same motherfuckers that don't do shit but attack the fucking Black community. And if y'all get y'all asses the fuck out of here with that fake ass motherfucking convenient pro-Black, get your ass out here want to be pro-Black when it's convenient.
Yeah, when it's convenient. You know, and I mean, I'm just tired of this stuff. And like I was telling Psycho the other day, I'm exhausted. This stuff is so exhausting, y'all. Because it's like, sometimes we feel like we just going up against the world. Because it's like, just look how quickly, right? All these people jumped on this train. And they don't even know what this man stands for. And a lot of them don't care. And a lot of them agree with him. And he's sitting up telling us, by us talking about what's going on with us, that we're disrespecting white people. He's telling us that reparations, we looking for a handout, and putting money at a problem don't ever do nothing about it. Excuse me? We're talking about what's old. What the hell are you talking about? Sitting up saying that Breonna Taylor's, I didn't even put that part in there. Talking about what happened to Breonna Taylor was based on her choices. What the fuck are you talking about? This woman was not with that man, wasn't no drugs, wasn't nothing in her home. She was innocent. What they did, they had no right to do. They was out of pocket. They did not properly scout out their address. They didn't do none of the stuff that they were supposed to do. So you mean to tell me they can come up there, not announce they the police, start busting out shots and kill somebody, and then since they be like, oh, okay, oh well. But a bullet goes into a white person's apartment and the officer gets fired behind that though, right? The officer gets a charge behind that though, right? And this is what you telling Black people? And all of our problems are the result of Black Lives Matter. We don't support Black Lives Matter as no organization, but I ain't gonna sit up here and say Black people's problems started with Black Lives Matter. When did Black Lives Matter start? In 2013? Oh, so Black people, wasn't oppressed, being killed, mass incarcerated, discriminated against before that, poisoned by environmental racism in our own community before that. Oh, that just started happening when Black Lives Matter was founded. Oh, okay. Like, this stuff is crazy. And it's like, you know, I just don't know. I just don't know, y'all. I just don't know. It's just his rhetoric was so disturbing to me. And when I was
that motherfucker, I'm used to hearing this coonery. It just showed me that this motherfucker been in the clouds listening for quite some time.
Oh yeah, he has.
That's all that showed me.
He be around these parts. And when, you know, Psycho had first originally mentioned to me, like, man, because I hadn't really, because Psycho was like, he was like, he called me, like, you been paying attention to this Kwame stuff? And the days before that, me and him hadn't been talking about that or nothing, but I had seen it. But we just, at that time, it was starting to really just kind of bubble and stuff. And I was like, yeah, I've seen it, but I ain't really. He's like, this dude, this stuff he talking. And that was just in those videos, right? I started going back and listening, and it was actually on accident because y'all know, like on YouTube, it has the autoplay. And so I was listening to whatever, like his new thing, and it went back and started playing like one of his older videos. And I was like, I want to say it's a video where he was saying something about reparations. And it was like the record scratch. I was like, what? And then I started listening to the other ones, and I was like, oh, hell no.
The first red flag with me, and you already know, the first red flag for me was when I went and listened to one of his videos, and I heard that motherfucker talking shit about hip hop. Red flag. Once I start hearing motherfuckers blaming hip hop for the destruction of the community, I already know what these. I don't really need to hear too much else about that motherfucker's worldview and what he thinks, because if anybody who thinks hip hop destroyed the community is coming from a coonish ass motherfucking position, and they have been programmed and indoctrinated with fuck shit, right? And they don't even know what the fuck they talking about, and they picking on low hanging fruit because they're afraid to address the real motherfucking issue. So once I hear motherfuckers attacking hip hop in that manner and just blaming hip hop for the destruction of the black community, I don't need to really know nothing else about that person. I already know they're a fucking coon, right? Because only a coon will hold that position. And that's just, that's been the history of that talking point whenever I've heard it being displayed.
Yep. And I got one more comment before we move on to two snaps in a circle, girl. But before we move on to two snaps in a circle, I just got one question. Now, a lot of these people that are supporting him, Kwame Brown, that's supporting him, and you know, like him or whatever, and like his positions and stuff. A lot of these people, I think, are from, and this is just my own observation and also my own analysis, but a lot of them they believe in spirituality. Well, they believe in like Christianity or whatnot, or they subscribe to some of the conspiracy rhetoric, like the Illuminati and stuff like that. Now, ain't he supposed to be Illuminati?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's spooked out. I'm pretty sure he's Coonanon. I'm pretty sure he's Coonanon.
No. But I'm saying, I'm saying, ain't he supposed to be Illuminati because he was in the NBA? Ain't that what they say?
Yeah, he's an athlete.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's an athlete. He's a professional athlete.
He's one of the elite.
Talk about, yes. He was drafted right out of high school, right? All of this stuff. He's supposed to be Illuminati because they say all the athletes, and you know, if you're anybody who's making all of these millions, and entertainer, athlete, whatever, musician, that you're part of the Illuminati. So he's an Illuminati, right? But I bet you, I'm gonna ask somebody who's supporting him. I'm gonna find somebody in social media who's supporting him, who I know is like down with that stuff, and I'm gonna say, hey, ain't he Illuminati though? Would he be Illuminati? Because y'all always be saying that. That's how y'all be saying that these games are fixed. Everything like the different football and basketball games are fixed, and these certain people win this and don't win that, and these certain people do this and don't do that. And to get to that level, you already have to be down with the program. Ain't that what y'all say? For you to get to that level, you gotta be down with the program. And he got to that level. He was first round, baby. He was top of the heap, baby. And he had a 12-year career. So he ain't Illuminati though? Oh, okay. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that's just something I just was thinking about, like, interesting. Because, that's what you'll hear a lot. So.
Yeah. So you ready to get to this other story about old boy and this fuckery that don't.
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready.
You go ahead. You want to get a breakdown?
Yeah, you go ahead and give a little skinny and everything, then we can go ahead and. I got everything ready to go.
Really. Well, yeah. So Kevin Samuels, I don't even like saying this man's name, talk about him, whatever. But we are today. We did that one show we did a couple weeks back about him and Umar. Like, we felt like our hand was kind of forced. You feel me? Because we hadn't done shows on him before, talked about him before, but yeah. So we talking about him again now. It's been some little stuff floating around. Where he was on the other night. And what's so funny is I don't watch him. Okay, I don't watch him. But it was like a suggestion. And at the time I was working, I was like, well, let me see. I clicked on there because I seen the little thing. I'm like, let me see. Because, for me, it's like stuff that I just go in on, so I guess hate watch, you could say. So I was like, let me see what this fool's talking about now, what BS or whatever, and what silly black women done went on here and let this man criticize them. So I clicked on it or whatever, and so I was watching it. Well, in that stream, I didn't, I missed the part, but I did see some of that stream. And honey, what was going around was that Mr. Kevy Kev, somehow his camera got on some damn man. I don't know who the hell that was supposed to be with a damn slick back. I don't know what the hell. But some man, some old pimp or something was laid up in his bed, honey. So, or laid in a bed, okay? Laid in a bed. And so, yeah, it was very strange because it was a wide angle, and all of the other people who had came in, who were, that he would have come up on the panel and things like that, they were always in like the portrait mode in the on the screen. So, but this was wide angle, it was full screen, and it was very strange because Kevin was clicking around when this happened. You could see him sitting there talking, and he's like paying attention, but half paying attention to the woman or what was going on rather. And he was clicking around, and then you seen that come up, and then he's like, "Oh, what was that?" Somebody sleeping in the bed, and it was a very nervous laugh. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. It was a nervous laughter. Now, here's the thing that I've noticed about this man.
I got the clip.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this real quick. So just pay attention to this. But he makes, he just has no problem with trying to humiliate people. So if somebody came in trolling, doing something crazy, he will call it out. But in this case, seems interesting. So I'll let Psycho play the clip.
To dealing with our men, or just in general.
What the heck just happened here? Somebody's sleeping in the bed. Yeah, glitch in the system.
All right, family. And there go the clip. I mean, short and sweet to the point. There go the clip. I'm gonna let Renee go ahead and finish building on the clip. Go ahead, Renee.
All right, so yeah, y'all. So, he seemed a little startled. He seemed a little nervous laughter. He didn't call it out. He didn't make fun of it. He didn't try to humiliate the person. He just tried to go on like, nothing really happened. Now here's the thing, right? I don't really fully know if he's really responded to this yet, or what he's really come out and done, right?
He responded in the comment.
And what was his comment?
He said in the comment that somebody fell asleep, a troll fell asleep in the waiting room, and now everybody's saying that was my place.
What?
People are reaching; they'll reach for anything. That was basically the gist of what he said.
Oh no! No. Wait. So what troll, y'all? What troll goes and gets in the bed?
I'm gonna see if I can find the comment and post it.
Okay. What troll gets in the bed and goes and falls asleep? What troll does that? And if a troll went and got in the bed and fell asleep, why are you putting that up on the full screen? If it is so that you already know people have, said you were gay, you already know that people said you're part of the LGBT community, people have already been saying all of this stuff about you for a very long time, and you hear these rumors and these, or these allegations every day on social media, why would you put something up like that? You put it up. You made it. If it was so, how was it widescreen? How did it take up the whole screen? Make that make sense. It wasn't like that for none of the other people that called into the show. They were in portrait mode. How did that happen unless, you made the choice to put that up there? And so if you made the choice to put that up there, why? And then that makes no sense that a troll will go get in the damn bed with the camera on them in the bed sleep. They listening, now wait a minute, y'all. They listening to his show. They waiting to get on there and get him. But then they have their camera on facing their bed and they go get in the bed and lay down. And that's a dude that did that?
That's what he's claiming. I just posted the picture right now. It should be popping up any second. There you go. You should be able to see it. You can read it and respond to it.
That makes absolutely no sense. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. But see, here's my problem, right?
You don't see it? Do you see it?
No, it ain't came up yet. Okay, I see it. LOL, they will try anything. A person calls into the show and falls asleep while in the interview queue. And this is supposed to be in my space. Enjoy the people trying to make this make sense. He lined his ass off, y'all. He's lying his ass off. What? And y'all believe that? A person calls into the show and falls asleep? Now, wait a minute. Now, the person in the bed was a dude, right? Now, for the most part, he don't let men call his show, right? Well, for the most part, I've been hearing him say, ladies call in, ladies, it's always about women. Because that's who he likes humiliating. It's always about women. So you had a dude on there, he fell asleep in the bed, and then you gonna put him up on the big screen. But then why, if that was what happened, why didn't you say that on the show? You just said, somebody fell asleep, and then try to act like nothing happened. Why didn't you say then on the show, look at this BS right here, y'all. This troll tried to call in and look what they gonna put up and . Why didn't you say that then? Now, after the fact, you gonna come and leave some comment response that's on some bullshit with a laughing emoji like it's not impacting him. LOL. Yeah, LOL, all right. Man, y'all, if y'all believe this, and see, this is the thing about it, right? He ain't even really got to try to come out and like defend himself because his peeps ride so deep for him. They ride so heavy for him. They gonna go to bat for him every single time. They gonna make sure that they go at anybody who's saying anything about Kevin Samuels. Now, me and Psycho been talking about this forever, how, and if y'all remember on that other show we did about him, how, you know, so many of the things that he does, if it were somebody who supported Black women, somebody who praised Black women, they would call that man gay to the cows come home. They would call him every LGBT slur you could find. If it was Derek Jackson, who was a former cheerleader, if it was Derek Jackson in pictures looking beyond effeminate, if it was Derek Jackson asking another grown-ass man how big his penis is, if it was Derek Jackson who put a picture, something up on the screen of a man laying in the bed asleep, these dudes will be dragging him up and down the damn internet. They will drag the hell out of him. They will drag the hell out of him. But because it's Kevin Samuels and they like that, they feel Kevin Samuels humiliates Black women. He supposedly puts Black women in their place. He tells them about themselves. He puts them down, and he's been able to gain a large, following, a large subscriber base, and he's been being acknowledged across social media so much more than anyone else ever from the manosphere and who has those type of talking points. Because of that, they are willing to overlook all of this other behavior. If it was any other man, y'all, and see, that's what drives me crazy, just like I was talking about with old boy. See, people will change depending on if it's a narrative they support. See, people don't have integrity. Because if these dudes really had integrity, the same things that they would call Derek Jackson gay about, they would be willing to call Kevin Samuels gay about as well. But they not, because they like what Kevin has to say. And the crazy part about it is, according to his definition of a high value man, you have to make at least $10,000 a month. The overwhelming masses of these men are not making $10,000 a month. We already know that. The average man makes, I think, Black man makes like $40,000 a year on average. On average, in a year. If you make $10K a month, you're making $120,000 a year. So if the average Black man makes $40,000, who the hell are you talking about that's high value then? But yet these dudes, they don't mind that. They don't mind that Kevin's basically saying they're low value, because if the high value man makes $10,000 a month, if the high value man makes $120,000 at least a month, and you know damn well the average Black man makes $40,000, he's calling you low value. Since you don't make that money, you are low value. But again, they don't care about that. They just care about somebody who can make Black women look bad on a large scale. And again, these silly heifers, they volunteer to be made to look bad. But yeah, that whole thing is cheap and it's disgusting. Now, something else me and Psycho had been saying was that eventually it will get to the point where.
Wait a second. Before you say that, wait, the alert about to come up. I don't want you to get too deep into it.
Okay.
Yeah, shout out to OJ. OJ said majority of the people that watch Kevin Samuels aren't in the manosphere. I would agree with that statement, but yeah, I would agree with that statement. As far as right now in 2021, yes, I would agree with that. Renee might push back on it.
No, but I don't know why he put that in there. What difference does that make? Who's the one?
Yeah, it don't make a difference when it comes to this topic. No.
Yeah, that don't. What is that? That don't make not a difference about nothing. Like, because who are the ones defending him though? Who are the main ones defending him?
The Manosphere.
Okay, then.
The Spirit Squad is the Manosphere. That's the Spirit Squad.
Right, who's the main ones making videos, going around, like on our video that we did, coming in the comments and doing all that stuff? Who's doing that? Manosphere people mainly. So let's keep that a buck. I'm not other people outside or whatever don't watch it. I agree with that. I mean, clearly. But I'm just saying, like, in terms of who his biggest supporters are, who go super, super hard for him, who's been long time supporters, we know who that is. Okay, so that don't even really make a point in terms of this. But yeah, where was I? I forgot. What was I about to say, Psycho? I was about to hit on something.
You said something about what me and you was been talking about. Me and you was talking about X, Y, and Z, and then I told you hold your thought.
That at some point
Psycho was talking about.
Yeah, at some point that it would get to where people would just say, so what if he is? And that's what you're seeing happen now. That people will get to a point and say, so what if he is? That don't make what he's saying wrong. And see, that's the shit I'm talking about. That's a lack of integrity, because these are the same black men who say they don't want real black men doing anything. They always put the effeminate black men at the top. They always promote effeminacy in black men, and they always promote LGBT black men, and it's an attack on black manhood. It's an attack on black masculinity. It's an attack on a heterosexual black man. These are the same men who hold those positions, but will sit there and say about Kevin, well, so what if he is? Mark my words, you're going to start seeing that more and more and more, because they've already started doing it. They've already began doing it, because they already made all the excuses in the world for him before. When the cheerleader thing came out, that was damning evidence, because most of these dudes, they like football and stuff like that. They like basketball, they like football. Where's the male cheerleaders? Oh, they just start putting them out there. And a lot of men were pissed. I had went back and I think I had found some videos where black men in the Manosphere was talking about, oh, they putting NFL male cheerleaders and this and that. But remember, that don't make somebody gay, so why y'all mad? Y'all shouldn't have a damn problem with no NFL male cheerleaders then. How about that? Or no male cheerleaders in any other sport that's men playing. Y'all shouldn't have no problem with that, because remember, that don't make somebody gay. That don't mean none of that, because y'all had all of this defense for Kevin. See, y'all don't hold y'all position. Y'all change with the weather. Y'all change. If he's on the one hand, like I said, if Derrick Jackson do it, oh, Derrick Jackson gay. Oh, there's a simp. See, they black women is God worshiping simps, man. Man, that dude gay, man. That dude funny, man. That dude suspect, man. Y'all will say all of that about anybody who supports black women, who call themselves pandering to women. Y'all have all the scrutiny. Y'all have all the criticism. But baby, this man sitting up here switching 2 snaps in a circle, and man, y'all just hating. And that's always the attack, right? Y'all jealous, man. He got all these subscribers, man. He getting views. That's why y'all mad. Never addressing what we're saying. Speak to the hypocrisy. Speak to my point that if it were Derrick Jackson, y'all would been said he was gay. And see, can't none of y'all get around that, and you know it. You know you can't get around it. Because Derrick Jackson was the arch nemesis. He was who all of these dudes was going in on in the Manosphere. He who y'all hated. When Derrick Jackson had his day, when all that stuff hit the fan with him, oh yeah, see, we told women and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? right? But then, like I said, it's a whole nother story for Kevin's little antics. It's a whole nother story for his antics. People was going to bat for him with the DJ Envy thing. Hey, by the way, what happened to that lawsuit? Wasn't it supposed to be a defamation of lawsuit? A defamation of character lawsuit against DJ Envy for what though? For what? For what? He didn't say for sure what he said. Yeah, I think that was him. Yeah, and then the person at the Hermes store told him, yeah, that was the dude he used to be outside. So you mean to tell me? Because I later saw his response to that, and he was saying that, you know, the managers and all this stuff, they know him personally because they do special orders for him. They do special orders for him. Okay, so they do special orders for you. So let me get this straight. It's only one Hermes store in Atlanta. Ain't that where Kevin lives? Okay, Kevin lives in Atlanta. It's one Hermes store in Atlanta. So you mean to tell me that the person that the salesperson that DJ Envy had did not know that you were an actual customer of Hermes, and not only were you a customer, that the manager did special orders for you, and he somehow got you mixed up with somebody who used to stand outside the door trying to get clients? Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. It sure does. All you had to easily do, you could have called your Hermes rep. Because remember, he said, my rep, my sales rep. He said, my sales rep, as if someone you were saying. You can't call your sales rep up. Have them, you put everything out there. You try to put black women on blast. You try to put people on blast and let it be known. Am I not a client? Am I not someone who does special orders? Where the receipts at? Show the receipts. When you make luxury purchases like that, people have the receipts, do they not? So show us then, because you're not just a client, you get special orders. That's above somebody who's just walking in and buying what's on the shelf. I mean, they doing specialty orders for you, boo. Right?
Didn't he say his agent?
That's what I said. He said my represent. He said my rep. My sales rep.
Who the fuck is his rep? What style is his rep? What rep do you have? What do you mean your rep? Oh, but you don't get your ass the fuck out of here. You got an assistant too. Stop. And people buying that.
And like
crap.
I said, it's rep. And there is one Hermes store in Atlanta. It's one. There is one. So you mean to tell me the sales rep, and when people work in those luxury jobs, there's not a high turnover. This ain't Target, boo-boo. This is high end. And Hermes is high end. That's where the Birkin bag comes from. In case y'all didn't know, which is tens of thousands of dollars for a purse. It's a very high-end luxury store.
Right.
So this ain't gonna be no turnover.
If that manager knows your name and all this special orders and all that,
they know
you done dumped millions in that motherfucker. That means you done dumped millions up in that motherfucker. If you got the motherfucking manager of the store number and everything else, and y'all on first name basis and all this everything else, and y'all know each other and you cool the way you claim y'all are, that means you must have dumped millions into that store. Not a couple of K, not about 10K. No, you had to dump millions up in that fucking store to have that type of motherfucking clout.
And that means that they got your credit card on file and everything. That's what you do with these luxury stores. Because here's the thing. When you go to these types of stores and they're doing special orders and stuff like that, you're going to have to put down thousands of dollars before the order ever comes in. They don't play these type of games at these stores. This is not Target and Walmart. And like I said, the sales reps are not turning over like they do at Target and Walmart. These are people who stay in these positions for decades. So you mean to tell me the sales rep that DJ Envy deals with, that he don't know that you are a client who gets special orders? He just confused you with some dude who tried to dress up and stand outside the door, outside the store. Okay. Like I said, ain't nobody buying that. But see, the thing with Kevin is Kevin faked it till he made it. See, because the truth of the matter is, a lot of them pictures, he was in stores. He was trying on clothing. That's
probably how the motherfucker That's probably how the motherfucker even knew who he was. He kept coming in there every day trying on every fucking thing and harassing everybody to try to style him. That's probably how he knows the motherfucker. Probably don't know him from actually buying shit. Crazy motherfucker.
Yep. And like for instance, just a belt in Hermes is almost $4,000. A belt in there is like $3,500 and up. $3,500 and up. So you spending over $3,000 to get a belt out of there. Like, can we stop with the games? A Birkin bag, you going for a very low end type and probably used, you're gonna be starting at about over $20-something thousand, y'all. This is a store he's talking about where everybody talks about the Birkin bag. Yeah, it's Hermes. Yes. If you're talking about the real traditional ones, like these cost big money. So I'm not sure about the baby Birkin ones, the little smaller ones. They would be lesser expensive, but they're still going to be in the thousands. So.
Mm-hmm. I mean, look. I see we got some of the Spirit Squad up in the motherfucking chat. We got some of the Spirit Squad up in the chat. Oh shit!
Oh, what they say?
You should have known they was up in here. They up in here explaining. They up in here explaining for they Lord and Savior. You know, the motherfuckers gonna save the black community. They gonna save the black community from this toxic heterosexualism. This heterosexualism is a problem in the black community, and he's going to save us. You know, he's going to turn everybody gay, and he's going to save everybody. Ain't that what the Spirit Squad promotes? Ain't that what you motherfucking LBGTQUVWXYZ ass motherfuckers be motherfucking promoting? Let's keep this shit a fucking buck. Mm-hmm. I see they in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Let your pom-poms wave. Be proud. You go, girl.
Listen, y'all.
You go, girl. Defend your sisterin'. Defend your sisterin' in this motherfucker. That's what I'm talking about. Show the sisterhood is still strong. Show that the sisterhood can still be strong in this country. Show that black girl magic up in here. I feel you. Pause. I feel you. You go, girl. Do your thing. I ain't mad at you motherfuckers. I see you motherfuckers that stepped up in the building. I know what's going on. Y'all motherfuckers crazy as hell up in here. I mean, look at this motherfucker. I mean, look at this shit. Are y'all defending this crap? This the crap y'all defending? I don't know if this is this motherfucker house or not. But it does look awfully familiar. Like it looks like it could be the same fucking house. Now I haven't personally seen this motherfucker's bed, but that apartment he's been in forever looks kind of tight to me. Don't look like it's a lot of rooms in that motherfucker. If I'm keeping it a buck.
I'm telling you.
That shit right there. That motherfucker, that shit is a futon. That's not even a motherfucking queen size, king size bed. You would think this fruitcake will at least have a queen size bed, right, queen? You think this queen will at least have a queen size bed? No, this shit is a twin size futon. This is a twin size futon.
Yeah, where's the headboard at?
And this motherfucker up here, curled up in a field position, waiting for his booth thing to be done with the live stream.
Do he got long hair?
I don't know what the fuck. You know what though? I do want to mention one thing. Why this motherfucker look like that motherfucking fat motherfucker from Winky Dinky Dog on fucking Hollywood Shuffle? Why is this? Why is Kevin Samuels laid up with the Winky Dinky Dog motherfucker in Hollywood Shuffle? I mean, you can't tell me that's not the Winky Dinky Dog guy. I mean, look at him.
Man.
I mean, you can't convince me no otherwise. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just don't believe it.
I mean, Mr. Rudd said long hair don't care, okay? That's right, long hair don't care, baby. But, you stupid Winky Dinky Dog. Winky Dinky Dog.
Dinky Dog. Pause.
Stupid.
But Kevin Samuels up there trying to get that stream over with so he can go get him some Winky Dinky Dog. Pause. My bad. Go ahead, Renee.
You so good. Oh my God. And where the hell is the headboard? Especially with that dude up there, it's gonna be grease spots and grease stains and shit. Jerry curl juices and berries on the wall. Damn. Like, man, get out of here. But yeah, I mean, a lot of these dudes, like I said, they can see it on one side, you feel me? They can say that, like, women just want to be pandered to. Women just want to be pandered to. That's why they support Derrick Jackson. Right? Okay. And y'all don't? Because why else are y'all supporting him but him calling himself humiliating black women who volunteer, by the way? So let me make that clear, because he don't put no guns to nobody's head. They go up there willingly, but he enjoys the humiliation. He enjoys, stop talking. People don't even be cutting him off. People don't even be yelling or none of that. And he will get so dramatic. See, that's your problem right there. See, that's your problem right there. You don't. And he's going, yeah, that's right, Karen. That's right. Like, what? And she did what? What woman is calling up for a gay man, a very suspicious man, even if you don't think he's that, at the very least, all you can say he's sus, to critique them. And then all of y'all doing this stuff for somebody who admittedly is single. Why are y'all who the hell gets financial advice from somebody who's living in a homeless shelter? How the hell can they give you financial advice? Like, make this make sense. Y'all getting relationship advice from a man who's single and who had two failed marriages. But he can tell you that why he ain't got a high value woman. Why he don't have the beautiful, young, fit, feminine, fun, submissive, yes, okay, why? Where's she at? Where the hell is she at? Make it make sense. But he can tell y'all this stuff and he can tell women this stuff. But what's his situation? In any other capacity, y'all wouldn't support that. You would not go to somebody who is obese to be your personal trainer. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't go to them and say, hey, yeah, okay, you look like a good personal trainer. Okay, give me a shake. You wouldn't do that. So it's like, and then people who start using the thing of, well, so what if he is? What do you mean, so what if he is? So you want somebody to tell you about heterosexual relationships, that's had failed heterosexual relationships and who is in the LGBT community. Really? Really though? And y'all supposed to all be about masculinity. We're masculine, we're men. Yeah, yeah. And see, it's a certain thing of like, men and women have always done the back and forth thing. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus type thing or whatever like that. And, oh yeah, let me get to that. Oh, Psycho.
Yeah, so you want to address big game?
Oh yes, let me address it, baby. Let me address it, baby. See, this is what I'm talking about. Let me point everybody's attention to Big Game Orenthal James. He said he was chilling with Six the Goddess. It gets no more feminine than that. Okay, let's address that right now. Shout out to Six the Goddess. She is a beautiful sister. A beautiful sister. Shout out to that sister. Now, she's a married woman. She says that. She makes that clear that she's a married woman. Clearly, when she went out with Kevin, that was networking. Clearly, when she went out with Kevin, her husband was not threatened by that. Because one of the things I see Six the Goddess speak upon is her husband, her relationship in terms of, respecting your man respecting you, and all of these sorts of things. So clearly, if that's her stance and that's what she speak on and where she stand on, her husband was okay with that situation. So how does him going out somewhere or being at the same place or whatever the situation was with a woman who's married and whose husband agreed to it, how does that prove anything about him? I will wait.
That. I mean, and while you waiting, can somebody explain to me why this motherfucker got on that young ass fucking blazer? That young ass waiter blazer? Like, it looked like that motherfucker, it looked like he went into the fucking thrift store and brought, it looked like he went to the pawn shop after Isaac from the Love Boat hawked his motherfucking old motherfucking show gear off to pay his motherfucking rent so he don't get evicted because of the COVID virus. I mean, he looked like he just brought that shit from Isaac from the Love Boat. And it looked like the shit shrunk from the 80s. Like, that shit don't even fit, dog. Yo, you a grown ass fucking man, dog. Wait a minute. No, fuck that. I gotta say this. Okay. Where's some shit that motherfucking fit, dog? That shit young as fuck. That shit look like, that shit is 4 sizes too small. What is going on around here? Revolution has come. Time to pick up the gun. Shout out to Yaba. Appreciate the super chat. So just propped his head to support black media. Peace to Psycho and Renee. Gotta go, but I'll catch the replay. Peace, fam. All right, shout out to you, Yaba. I appreciate that. Know what I mean? But yes, family, take that young ass blazer off, dog. And what about those shoes? Them ugly ass fucking heels you got on. What is your obsession with heels? You are a grown ass man, dog. Only heels you should have on your feet should be on the bottom of some Timberlands. What the fuck is wrong with you? This ain't cool. This ain't cool. Got on leather pants. Is that leather? Is that leather? What is this? What do you have on, dog? You looking like, dog, take that Isaac shit off. Take that Isaac shit off. What are you doing? My fault, Renee. I had to get that out. This is a stylist. And this is a stylist. Who are you? Who allows you to style them this way? That's what I want to know. I need to know who your clients are so I can get their heads examined. Who is allowing you to style them this way? This is a problem. I want to know who in the Kevin Samuels sphere would rock this. Which one of you weirdos will wear this outfit in public? I dare you. I dare you. Tell me you'll do it. I My bad. Go over there. I'm done.
No, yeah, because that looked young as hell. It didn't even look properly tailored. I know that the properly tailored is a closer knit fitting, but no, that looked tight, y'all. Come on, that looked a hot mess, and he didn't even look right standing next to her. Like she blowing him out the water. He looked like, I'm here next to this beautiful woman. Oh my God, what do I do? But yeah, let me address OJ. OJ, she said that was business. So please give me where she said that. And from what I understand, I think she exposed them, didn't she?
Who?
So please show me where.
Who?
Six the Goddess. He was saying that. Yeah, he was saying that her and her husband was going through something he said, and that's why she went out with him or something and this and that. Man, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here. She said that was no.
Wait, did he take her to a cookout? Oh, no. Was she at the house by the little spinning thing? Does he have a picture of her chilling on the futon? Does he have a picture of her chilling on the futon? Oh, okay. Got it.
So yeah, where was it? So they was dating or what's up? So they was dating or what's going on? I'm saying, see, this is family, this is stuff I'm talking about. This is when people can't really debate you, they can't use facts, so they say little clips like Renee just saying stuff to try to be right, huh? Either what I'm saying is right or it's not. She said it was for business. Is that correct or not? I'm saying stuff just to try to be right. I don't know what you're talking about. That's just what it is. It ain't no trying to be right. Is it right or is it wrong? So yeah, and then here's the other thing, right? Okay, so where's his other women then? Okay, where's his other dates? Where's his other dates? Since he showed him on a date, according to you, with a married woman who's with her husband, where are his other dates? Since he didn't seem to have a problem putting that date out, right? Isn't he always talking about show your work? Isn't that what he's always saying, to show your work? Where's his work at? Y'all never question that. I don't get that. Y'all never question that. All of the other things that y'all will question about any and everybody else, you don't question. Man, look, anyway. So yeah. Baby, she wasn't dating that man. Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out. That's what he wanted people to believe. See, he did that.
That shit ain't no different than him chilling with Tasha K when they did the fucking interview. That shit wasn't about me. That shit wasn't about nothing. You saw the motherfuckers at a goddamn restaurant hanging out. That what and like and she you know what she did? She juiced that motherfucker for a dinner date. She used him for a meal. She is the female that Obsidian was crying about. She juiced him for a meal. She knew she didn't want to fuck him. She knew that gay motherfucker didn't want no sex. She just wanted to eat. She just wanted the free meal. Obsidian talks about this all the time. But now all of a sudden, y'all understand it when Obsidian says it. But when Renee is sitting up here saying it, all of a sudden, oh, she's making excuses. Renee is saying the same thing Obsidian says. That she went out there for a dinner date. She just was hungry and wanted something to eat. And he was willing to pay for it to try to use her for a beer. They used each other. He used her for a beer.
Thank you. That's right.
And she used him for a goddamn free meal.
That's right.
He was the dinner date
That's
girl
right.
that Obsidian talked about.
Cause see, he knew. See, let me give it to Kevin. He's cunning on a lot of things. Cause see, he knew that people like OJ and a lot of these other dudes, that they would somehow be impressed by that. That they would somehow take that as meaning something that it actually doesn't. And that they would think, oh damn, he done took a married woman down. Damn, she bad as hell. He took her from her husband. See, that's what a lot of y'all would think. But he know all along, this ain't nothing but business. They out talking, and that's all that was. Ain't nothing went down, ain't no hanky-panky, and he ain't showed you not a date since. Where's his other dates then? I'll wait. Where's the other dates? That's all I want to know, because
where's the return? That's the only thing you got.
I'm saying,
you ain't got nothing.
But I'm saying, where's the other dates with other women? What I'm hating. See, again, there's OJ with this bullcrap. Okay, OJ, put the link in there, or tell me the name of the video where she says that she was dating him and her husband was on bad terms and she went out on a date with Kevin. Put the name of the video in the damn chat. Put the name in the video. He said now dating is being used. It can be. What you mean now dating is being used?
Ain't that what Obsidian always talks about? Ain't that what Obsidian always talks about? Women using motherfuckers for dinner dates. That's what motherfuckers talk about all the time. What do you mean? Now it's a foreign concept? How is this a foreign concept, OJ, when you hear this shit all the time in the mainstream? And you co-sign it when they say it. So how is this a foreign concept now? I don't understand. Because I never disagreed with Obsidian when he talked about that dinner date. But I just want to point. I just never understood why he stressed out about it when, if you know that's what a lot of women want to do, don't do it. Like I never argued that women do that. But now all of a sudden, women don't do that now. Now all of a sudden, it's crazy.
Right? Yeah, Psycho, exactly. Because Big J is just the type of person. I mean, Big Game James. OJ is just the type of person who would say women use men and she wants you to take her out and buy her this and that, right? He's just the type of man who would say that about black women. But in this instance, oh no, it wasn't that. It was a real date. Like it was some real interest there in Kevin. Okay. And I just want to point out to y'all, well, put the name of the video or put the name. It was a post on her Instagram. She deleted it. Why she delete? Boy, bye, and I ain't a deleted post. Okay, so I'm supposed to just take your word for that. No, I'm not. I don't remember hearing nothing about she was going through something in her marriage either. I don't ever remember her saying something like that. I don't. Normally, Renee will be championing going in on the date. Now it's being used. Okay, OJ. It don't have nothing to do with going on a date. You said they went on a date. I said she's a married woman with a husband. And I said clearly her husband was okay with her going out with Kevin and that she said it was business. What are you talking about? Now you trying to move the goalposts and you trying to switch up what I'm saying. No, I was very clear. I'm not speaking against dating. I'm not speaking against that. You said they went on a date. I didn't say they went on a date. If you mean on a date just like they went out to eat together or something, okay, then fine in that sense of a word. But in the sense that most people think of date in that context, which is a man and woman being romantically involved or seeking to be romantically involved, no. I don't believe that that's what it was, and I've never heard her say that.
Can we stop? I mean, listen, Spirit Squad, y'all gotta stop playing, man. Y'all gotta stop playing. We're gonna stop playing games today. We're gonna stop playing games. They gotta stop playing games. Y'all gotta stop playing games. Y'all gonna stop denying. Y'all gonna own this fruitcake. If y'all gonna own them, y'all gonna own all this fruitcake. Pause. Y'all gonna own every bit of this fruitcake. Y'all ain't gonna just try to own the part that y'all wanna own and then disown the fruitcake shit. And no, motherfuckers, y'all gonna have to address this shit. That's what y'all gonna have to address. Address this, motherfuckers. Address this.
The nerve of you niggas. These ashy ass elbows.
I got one question.
Wait, Renee, wait.
skid mark in the draws dudes. The nerve of you niggas. You look like a fucking child. Talk about keeping your ass clean. Yeah, baby. Apply a nice dose of soap and spend 2 minutes washing your nuts. Don't just go 1 or 2 passes. Nah, nigga. Wash your nut. Crack, the taint. Yep. You need to do that. And then you need to rinse that motherfucker out, do it again, and wash down the crack of your ass. And then you need to actually, and you need to look at it. And you need to wash until that motherfucker's clean. Yeah, nigga, clean your asshole. A woman never licked your ass probably because it's got crustaceans in it, dude. Talking about you want a broad to give you a blowjob and all that, and you got fucking dingleberries and shit all up in your asshole. Asking me about what to wear, what smells good. Nigga, your ass stink. Taking care of yourself is not gay. Get a pair of clippers. And keep your beard at the nice level. $70, great investment. You know what else you do with this? Shave your fucking nuts. Keeping your balls on fleck. No chick wants to smell your sweaty balls, your salty balls. Yep. Make a design. I say shave your nuts too. You, when you starting to shave down the shaft of your dick, you want to go against the grain. I mean, you guys know what this is. Wipe your ass, niggas. And yes, you also need to put your index finger, your middle finger up and around your bunghole a little bit, nigga. Not no freaky shit now. Don't get no good stupid. How y'all doing, man? Y'all learn anything? Get some damn shoes, niggas. To a beautiful future. Clink. Gotcha, bitch. You got a big dick?
Huh?
You have a big dick?
I mean, it's above average. I ain't no Ron Jeremy.
No. I asked you if you had a big dick. I didn't say it was above average.
I don't know what that is, really.
Nigga, you know if you got a big dick or not. Stop the bullshit. Every dude know whether or not he got a big dick. I know I got a big dick. You don't know?
I mean,
you don't have a big dick. That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing signals at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month at 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Y'all gotta own all that. Spirit Squad. Don't go nowhere. Where'd y'all motherfuckers go? Don't get quiet now, motherfuckers. Don't get quiet now. Y'all gotta own all that shit, Spirit Squad. Y'all gotta own all of it. Cause y'all gonna stop playing. Y'all gonna have to do some splaining. Y'all got all the explanations for the winky dinky dog guy. But y'all don't never address none of this other shit. Y'all be acting like it just be one thing. Oh, well, that's just, like I know just because he's a male cheerleader don't mean nothing. Just because he wears high heels don't mean nothing. Just because he be showing his thighs to everybody don't mean nothing. Just because he wears men purses don't mean nothing. Just because he asks what size a grown-ass man's dick is don't mean nothing. Just because he's telling niggas to put finger in their buttholes and shave designs in their motherfucking pubic hairs. He told Negroes to shave designs in their pubic hairs. Who are you? What? Negro, stop! Stop! Shout out to D.A.B.A.T.E. Appreciate it, D.A.B.A.T.E. D.A.B.A.T.E. said Kwame on KS. Listen to the man first. Right. Make make sense, family. Make it make sense. Spirit Squad, where'd y'all go? I need y'all got some explaining to do. Spirit Squad, y'all have some explaining to do. That's what y'all got. Go ahead, Renee, my fault. I had to.
No, you can. No, I just want to know where they go. You know where they went? I'm trying to find the Spirit Squad. OJ and somebody named Table. What was their name? Tables? What was their name, y'all? Tables. Wasn't he married to a woman? They said that a while back. Yeah. From what we know, he said he's been married twice. Yeah. And what's your point? That means what? He ain't still married. So don't you know the whole download thing was based off of especially married men?
The whole term beard means something. The term beard means something. It's a term for a reason.
Don't you know the man who wrote that book? What's that man's name? J.L. King. That went on Oprah, who wrote that book on the download or on the DL. He was married. So I don't know your point. What does that mean? Yeah, that was hilarious. Yeah, I'm done.
I mean, that video.
I'm done.
I mean, this motherfucker sitting up here like, don't no nigga. He was like, don't nobody want no niggas with no crusty ass shit balls on the crust. He's like, you up here asking your girl to lick your ass? Ain't nobody trying to lick no ass with all that crust in your asshole, your ass crack and all. I'm like, wait, what?
And he said nobody knows.
How would you know what an ass licker would prefer?
And how would you know what's in a man's behind?
And why are you telling grown-ass men to shave their lines in their pubic hairs? Is that what you prefer?
But wait a minute.
You prefer designs? Yeah. You want Zorro Z's in your fucking pubes? Do you put the K? Pause. I went pause. You probably put the KS logo in your shit. You fruity fuck boy. Get your ass the fuck up out of here. I'm done.
But here's my question, just overall, like, why is a grown man, a 50-year-old man, telling other men how to clean their private parts? Don't you learn that when you're a child? Usually your mother or father teach you how to wash properly, how to clean your body. So why do grown men need to be told, how to clean their private? These are grown men. Why are you having to tell them that as a 50-year-old man on a video? Unless this was on some freakish. Unless it was on that. And see, what I've always thought is that it's kind of like a dog whistle, you know?
OJ got some message in the chat.
Okay. See what I'm saying? He said, I stand corrected. She sent GMT a message saying it was business. She was lying though. Prove she was lying. See what I mean? It doesn't matter. Now, first he was saying all of this stuff about what she said and her husband and blah, 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 blah. But now when this woman has said no, it was business, now he gonna call her a liar. So now she's a liar. Okay, because it goes against short narrative about him, which is that she was out on a date with him. Man, I swear, I just don't get it. Y'all go so hard for this man. These are some of the same people who say black women don't need to be protected. I ain't protecting no black women out here and this and that. They will protect the hell out of this grown ass man. For what? For what? Is he paying y'all? What's the deal? I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, people like that. A lot of these people, like OJ, They like that. They feel he humiliates black women. That's what they get a kick out of. That's what they support. So they're willing to overlook things that are clearly LGBT that they would be willing to call out in anybody else, especially if it was a black man who said the black woman is God. They would call all of these things out in an instant. OJ would be on your phone line on Wake and Bake if some came out, all of this stuff that came out on Derrick Jackson, he would be on your phone line. If all of this stuff had came out on Young Pharaoh or Brother Polite or any of these people who had said the black woman is God, and then a bunch of homoeroticism came out about them with other men, things that was funny style, things that was very funny style, he would be all up on your phone line talking about it. And don't tell me he would. Don't tell me, see, that's what I'm saying. And these simps, these pro-black simps, and blah, 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 blah. But again, because Kevin goes in on black women, we must protect Kevin at all costs. We must protect Kevin at all costs. Anybody talking about Kevin, we gonna swoop in and defend him. He ain't even got to defend himself from us defending him. When have you said what? OJ, we've had plenty of conversation in years past in some that had to deal with black women being protected and that type of thing. And you always had something to say about it. Let's keep it a buck. But with Kevin Samuels, he get all the protection he needs. People can be online dragging the hell out of black women, and you ain't gonna say nothing. You ain't gonna say nothing. But somebody say something about Kevin Samuels, baby, it's on and popping. The same way Renee knows Kevin's laughter was nervous after the video popped up. Man, see what I'm saying? Still trying. Still trying to defend this man in some kind of capacity. Still trying to give him the benefit of the doubt in some kind of capacity. Black women don't get the benefit of the doubt, though. It's always all bad. Because Six the Goddess was all good until you found out for sure that she said it was business. Now she's a liar. Now she turned into a liar real quick.
I know these motherfuckers can never talk they anti-LBGTQ, LMNOP, QRSTUV ever again. They can never say they anti-alphabet boys ever again. Like, they can't because they support this motherfucker.
No.
A clear gay man. It is so much evidence out there, it's not even funny. I mean, it's smacking you motherfuckers in the fucking face, and you motherfuckers just refuse to see it. And y'all do see it, actually. Y'all do see it. I'm not going to sit up here and fall into the trap of you motherfuckers are just blind. No, you motherfuckers see what the fuck everybody else see. You motherfuckers know this motherfucker fruity. Y'all just don't give a fuck. Y'all just don't give a fuck, which is disturbing. That y'all don't care that this motherfucker's gay. Trying to lead black men. When y'all talk all this masculinity fuck shit. When this is motherfuckers the total opposite of masculinity. There's nothing masculine about this man. Nothing about him screams masculinity. And y'all allowing him to lead you fuckers. So this slaps in the face of everything y'all claimed y'all was about. This slaps in the face of all the years of all this quote unquote alleged fucking black male media rhetoric I have been listening to over the last X amount of years. This slaps in the face of all that shit. This goes against everything you motherfuckers claim to push back against. Oh, they are feminizing the black man and everything else, this, that, and the third. Well, you are allowing that shit to happen because that's what y'all said. The media feminizes the black man. And I don't even disagree with that. That's why I'm pushing back against you motherfuckers allowing that shit to continue. You motherfuckers are co-signing this shit and allowing the same thing that y'all was bitching about that I actually agreed with to continue. that y'all claim to be standing on. And y'all step smooth off that square to jump on top of that square. Pause. But y'all definitely jumping on top of that square.
Yup. And I mean, it's a new day though, Psycho. It really is. I'm really realizing that more and more because, some of y'all know I've been talking about a lot of this stuff, the LGBT stuff for 7 years, 8 years now. The thing about it is that people are more willing now to make excuses for certain things because it's become more acceptable and more palatable by a lot of people. And so they will go along with things, like I said, if it fits their narrative. I was telling you, telling y'all on the other show we did on Kevin Samuels about that dude, Jimmy Smacks, and how he was outed as screwing a transgender person. I mean, with their thing and everything, like, yeah, all that. I'm not going to go into that. I'll throw up. It was disgusting, but you can look up his stories about it, and he got a video on YouTube talking about it. But he got it in with a dude, somebody who's, a male, and that's supposed to be transgender or whatever. And basically, yeah. So after that happened though, and I think people think that what happened is the person went in their phone and posted it, and it was like something going on between them two beefing or something like that. And then he took it down and he claimed he did it on accident. Or no, not on accident. He claimed he put it up there on purpose and all this stuff. Now this dude is known for having got $1 million off of OnlyFans in less than a year. And that's because his whole thing was having sex with like little people, like that one little person that's like, she's like Hispanic kind of or something. And she's from Little Women, one of them Little Women ones. I think Little Women Atlanta, I'm not sure. But a lot of dudes like her or whatever. A lot of dudes like little women because they say they got big butts and stuff like that. So he is known for like messing with a lot of little women, doing like these videos, doing a lot of porn and stuff. And also women who got like huge fake breasts and butts and just 3 or 4 girls and all kind of stuff, right? So he's known for that. So a lot of dudes rock with him, not because of him, but because they like what he was doing, like the different women and stuff and different weird things as far as women. But that came out. And after that, he still got even more subscribers. He's over 1 million now. He's still making hella money on OnlyFans. I just went to his Instagram just now, and he still got hella videos up there with these women and we're, whatever, just all this stuff. And dudes are still all up in his comments. Yeah, I bang her. I do this to her. I do that to her. Da, da, da. And this dude got outed for like people are making excuses for shit now. Like it's a new day, like stuff that people would have never rocked with before. At least they definitely wouldn't be out here caping. They definitely wouldn't be out here apologizing for people. They definitely wouldn't be out here making excuses. Even if they still rock with them in some capacity, they wouldn't be out here fighting tooth and nail. But that's the day and age we in. Like, it's really a different time. And people really and it's crazy. It's crazy to me. Like, it's hella crazy. Like I said, stuff dudes would attack any other time that Kevin has done, that Kevin has said, that Kevin, his mannerism, how he represents himself, all that stuff they would be talking against. They will be saying that ain't a real man, and that ain't, you know what I'm saying? He metrosexual, he this and that, man, he funny, he act funny. They be saying all that. But now, nope. Just more excuses. So
it's just like I said, it's just frustrating. It's like, you know, it's like motherfuckers just, like, I just be hearing motherfuckers just making all these excuses like, yo, wait, what? Like so many motherfuckers like, yo, he ain't gay, he gay. Like, yo, how much evidence needs to be out there? And it's like, I just don't get it. I don't know. Like I said before, man, it just seems like motherfuckers just cut from a different cloth. Yeah, like I said, people are just too wrapped up. They too wrapped up in the fuckery, man. And the whole dysfunction of the whole gender wars. They just too wrapped up. They too wrapped up. They too deep in the forest to see the trees, right? So it's like they don't even see what the fuck's going on around them. They don't even see how this whole gender banging shit attracts the LBGT boys, right? And girls. Right. I explained this before. Like I said, you go over here to these women misogynist channels where they just hate black men and they just talk shit about black men all day long, everything else. It's nothing but a bunch of dykes over there too. All those women that's over there ain't into dudes. A lot of those women over there ain't into white men either. They all not a bunch of pink pill women either. So a lot of those women over there are into other women, other black women. Yeah, they in there jotting down notes. They in there throwing out feelers. They in there seeing what they can bag, right? And like it ain't no different over there either. You got the gay motherfuckers all up in them motherfucking circles. And I don't know what the fuck make you motherfuckers think it's any different over here. It's gonna be gay motherfuckers all around y'all motherfuckers. Y'all attract that type of energy. Y'all attract that type of energy with y'all disdain, your obvious disdain for black women. So that means y'all are searching for other options, which is gonna attract the alphabet boys. Yep. How do you think the lesbians took over the feminist agenda?
Thank you.
How do you think the lesbians took over the feminist agenda? Y'all are on the same fucking track. Y'all are on the same motherfucking track. The homos are going to start running your fucking agenda. And it's already happening. It's already happening. Y'all about to be the male feminists with a bunch of fruitcakes running your fucking agenda. With a bunch of fruitcakes being your mouthpiece. Just like the feminists. Just like the feminists. Y'all ain't gonna be no different. Y'all ain't gonna be no different. The fruitcakes are gonna run this whole shit. Y'all don't even see what's going on. Y'all don't even see it. It's pathetic.
It is. Like, I don't even know, you know. I'm thankful for Psycho because, honey, I don't know what be going on. Like, it's so much, like, people's, like, I don't know what be going on. I'm gonna just say that. I don't really be knowing where people stand because, you know, a lot of these dudes say one thing and then they, like, it don't be no integrity out here, really. You know, I don't know. And it's like people love anti-blackness, you know, because Kevin pushes anti-blackness. You know what I mean? This man said that Black women are basically, in general, universally unattractive. I mean, he said that. He said that, you know, in terms of beauty is symmetrical. Beauty is not in the eye of the beholder. That's what he said. And he said that Black women are somewhere at the end of that scale. He said Black women don't even line up and measure up. And he was speaking in reference to other races of women. Like, this is what he said. Like, I don't get it. I mean, and y'all support that? And he can tell, he's sitting up here 50-something years old. This man is over 50 years old rating women. Rating women, you're a this number now. And he's rating himself, I'm a 9. Like, what men? I don't know a lot of men that just, man, listen. And honey, can't nobody use nothing on me talking about you was raised in a single mother home. No, the hell I wasn't. I was raised by what a lot of y'all would phrase as a alpha male father. I was raised by a dad, by two parents. And a lot of these principles are things my dad taught me and things that I heard him say and do and how he moves and a lot of things. And it's just certain things I'm seeing is just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. You know, because that's always the comeback. It's like, oh, you're hating, you're jealous, he's got views, he's got this, he's got that. Or you come from a single mother home, just some old bullshit, you know, at the end of the day. And even if I were, like, I'm not making no diss on nobody in that respect, because that's dumb as hell. But I'm just, you know, saying that for those people who always come with these mentalities, you know. I just don't know how a lot of these dudes like are moving. It's real funny style. Real funny style. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we've been on for a minute. My stomach's starting to growl.
Yeah, I'm ready to bounce.
Let me know if you got it. You know, if you got some more, get it off now.
No, I just want to say thank y'all. I love y'all. You know, we're not trying to, it ain't about attacking people and all that like that, but y'all know how we do. You know, we stand for Black power. We stand for being Black first. We stand for Black love. We stand for not supporting political parties and, you know, these politicians affiliated with these parties. We stand for reparations. We stand for ADOS. We stand for we ain't kissing no white people's ass, excuse my French. We stand for we riding for the home team. We stand for we gonna have more compassion for our own people than other races of people. That's where we stand. We've been standing on that. People that's known me now for like several years, a long time, since the beginning, they will tell you, they were like, if nothing else, Renee is consistent. They will tell you I am consistent. I stand on my square. Like, I'm not no flip-flop person. I'm not no, you know, well, I hold this position for this person, but not for that. No. We stand for Black mother, Black father, Black child. That's a Black person. You know, being mixed, you're not Black. You're biracial. You're part Black, but you're not Black. We stand on our same principles from the beginning. You feel me? Not to say that we don't learn and grow in certain respects, and we do also respect science. But we respect science and math and things like that. So, but yeah, y'all, I appreciate y'all. Just be cautious, you know, who you supporting. Y'all, people who listen to us and may be new to us, go back and listen to all our previous shows. You know, go back sometime, go way back and listen to our shows from way back and see the things that we were saying and talk about. Get familiar with, you know what I'm saying, with people before they just put batteries in your back, you feel me, and have you jumping out the window on their own self-serving issue, you know what I'm saying? So, but other than that, that's all I really have to say. Hey, y'all, be looking out, because I may have a little something coming up next week. We gonna see, because people be faking and shaking, honey, because they be getting shook, you feel me? They be scared, they be running. But anyway, we'll let y'all know about that probably on Saturday, if I know for sure. But anyway, other than that, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll see y'all. I might mess with Psycho Saturday. Y'all know I might, because y'all know I'll be sleeping in and stuff, or I'll be running around. But Sunday, we'll be back with Pseudo Sunday for y'all. And yeah, love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
All right. Yeah, that's what's up. And yeah, family. Now I mean, y'all already know what it is. And yeah, do me a favor, family. If you haven't already, please click like, share, and subscribe. It's very important that you click like. It gets us in the algorithm. It's also important that you share, because people need to know that we breathing. And it's also important that you subscribe. You know, if you subscribe, you know, you get down and over everything is going on over here. But the best way to find out what's going on over here is after you click subscribe, please don't forget to hit that notification bell afterwards. Because if you hit that notification bell, you will be notified every single time we go live. You know what I mean? And plus, not to mention, you'll get here bright and early and you won't miss none of the show. Be a part of the notification game and please hit that bell. And to my haters out there, y'all already know what it is. It's about that time. If any of y'all had any issues or anything y'all heard, you know, y'all got a little bit up in y'all feelings, pissed off, whatever the case may be, this is the time to express yourself by please clicking dislike. You should still share this motherfucker, but you might want to consider unsubscribing, right? Because if you click and dislike on us exposing LBGTQUVWXYZ agendas and exposing coonery that's being pushed off to something else, then I already know you ain't on none of these motherfuckers right here, and you need to cop you some to please get your mind right. Exactly. Family, please consider becoming a Patreon. You know what I mean? If you do become Patreon, you have access to any stream I do or Renee does, whether we keep it up or take it down. Also have exclusive content on there. And I also have no limits on there. Whatever you feel like the channel's worth, that's what you donate. All donations given does go towards the production of the show, as always. Shout out to all my Patreon out there. I appreciate all of you. And family. Also, please follow me on Twitter and the gram at SYKOPATHeist, spelled the same way as the channel. Also, please subscribe to all our channels. This is very important because sometimes we just might have to channel hop. And if we have to channel hop and we on another channel, you want to make sure you're a part of the show. So please go to the description box and make sure you click on all those links and subscribe to all the channels. Also, family, please, if you're looking for any graphics, artwork, designs, or logos, please consider hitting up Sister Renee at Renee Black Graphics on Facebook. Also, if you're looking for any t-shirts, hoodies, or coffee mugs, also all custom designs, please consider hitting up her store as well. Just like all the other links, those links will also be in the description box. So please show our sister some love. And today's Thursday, so the next time y'all see us live, me live, will be Saturday on my Wake and Bake. So y'all can go ahead and be on the lookout for that. I'll see y'all Saturday early. Y'all already know what it is. And like Renee said, on Sunday, we'll open it up and we're going to have pseudo Sundays and we get to slap around some of these silly concepts that, you know, people like to espouse in our presence. That's when we get to have a little bit of fun. You know what I mean? But and family, as always, I want to shout out everybody for coming through. Appreciate everybody out in the live chat, whether you agreed with us or disagreed with us. Shout out to My Deep. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody else out in the live chat. Shout out to everybody out in the clouds who, you know, just being nosy. I want to give a peace and black power out there to everybody. Holla black at your boy and your girl. We out.
Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die. Battle anybody, I don't care, you die.
Yeah.
Battle any, I accept.
Yep.
They are fine.
Yep.
Gonna go
Let's go.